Good evening and welcome to Big Z Sports presentation of high school baseball. Tonight's game is presented by the Kime Company, Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, and Rightmark Roofing. Tonight's game is also brought to you by your local Wendy's, Wood Electric, Dover Brake, Kemp Insurance, your local McDonald's, Dover Philly Heating and Cooling, your local Subway restaurants, Dover Philly Credit Union, and the East Central Ohio Educational Center of East Central Ohio. Now let's head to the field with Big Z Sports.
Good Tuesday afternoon and welcome to Big Z and WJER's continuing coverage of high school tournament baseball and softball. Today it's baseball from Jim Watson Field at Tom Farbizo Stadium in New Philadelphia as the Red Hot Quakers, 20-4 on the year, open tournament play by taking on Zanesville. I'm Bill Morgan, happy to be joined by Bill Hammerstrom. And Bill, you got a chance to see this Zanesville team a week ago when they surprised Dover in the tournament opener for both of those teams. What did you like in terms of what you saw from the Blue Devils in that matchup?
Well, in that matchup, talking to Zanesville coach Jason Smith before the game, he said the Blue Devils beat themselves a lot. They committed, I think, over 60 errors during the season. And in the game against Dover, it seemed like every ball that Dover hit found its way into the glove of a Blue Devil, whether it was third baseman Carter Burrell or left fielder, a freshman, Matthew Reiser. They just kind of stuck their glove out, and the ball stuck in their glove, and they were able to get the outs. And sometimes in baseball, that's all it takes. You play error-free baseball in a close game, and you're the team that's going to win. On the other side, Dover, 2 outs, 2 strikes in the third inning. They had Zanesville on the ropes, gave up a hit, 2 hit batters, and another hit. And that was the difference in the game, the mistakes that Dover made versus the mistakes that Zanesville made. Zanesville minimized their errors compared to how they played the entire season, and they came away with a 4-3 win.
You're locked into the Wood Electric pregame show. I'm Bill Morgan. He's Bill Hammerstrom. And coming up as the Wood Electric pregame show continues on, I'll talk with ninth-year Quaker head coach Tyler Weisel in the Cush Financial Group in the Dugout conversation. That's next with Big Z Sports and the sports voice of the Valley.
We invite you to discover Kime Home Center in Charm, Ohio. Kime is your destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. From renovation and building projects to custom millwork needs, our team of experts work with both homeowners and professionals to bring your vision to life. Visit Kime Home Center in Charm or online at kimehome.com. Kime, built on trust since 1911.
Need to clean up fast? Redbox Dumpster Rentals has you covered. From home cleanouts to big construction jobs, they've got 10, 20, 30, and 40-yard dumpsters. A solution for every project. They deliver on-site, pick up on time, and offer competitive pricing that won't break your budget. Now serving the New Philadelphia area. Cleanup has never been easier. Call 330-275-6272 or visit redboxplus.com to book yours today. Redbox Dumpster Rentals, the right box, right when you need it.
Hi, I'm Zach Motice with the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. For all your auto, home, farm, and business insurance needs, contact our team at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency or stop in and see us at one of our 3 locations in downtown New Philadelphia, Sugar Creek, or in Strasburg, providing excellent service to the Tuscarawas Valley since 1885. Everyone here at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency would like to wish all area athletes good luck this season.
Every game begins with a spark. Athletes stepping onto the court, families filling the stands, and communities coming together. At Niedenthal & Company, their belief is that this spirit is what makes our communities such special places to live and grow. To all athletes in Tuscarawas, Holmes, Wayne, and Stark counties, your dedication inspires us all. Keep pushing, keep believing, and know your communities are behind you every step of the way. Niedenthal & Company wishes all athletes competing the best of luck this season.
When it comes to protecting what matters most, trust the team at Grandview Exterior Systems. Established in 2016, they specialize in commercial, industrial, and residential roofing, handling everything from repairs and replacements to full restorations and ongoing maintenance. At Grandview Exterior Systems, their mission is simple: create peace of mind for every client while setting the standard for safety, quality, and efficiency in construction. Visit them at 2230 Township Road 415 in Dundee. Call 330-275-1807 or learn more at GrandviewExteriorSystems.com. Grandview Exterior Systems. They have you and your roof covered.
Altman Health System has been caring for our community for over 130 years. This includes 24/7 emergency services, heart care, surgery, orthopedics, radiology, cancer care, and more. We serve 7 counties with community locations, including Altman Hospital, Altman Alliance Community Hospital, Altman Maslin, Altman Orville Hospital, Altman Tuscaroras Regional Health, and more. Altman Health System. Today, tomorrow, and always. We're here for you.
In the dugout with Cush Financial, yours here with WJER and Big Z Sports. I'm Bill Morgan, New Philadelphia. Tournament game number 1 as they take on Zanesville. Happy to be joined by 9th-year Quaker head coach Tyler Weisel. Coach, this time of the year, people who maybe didn't pay a whole lot of attention all year long, jumping on the tournament bandwagon. Tell them who are viewing today about the strengths of your team.
Thanks for having me, Bill. The strength, really rides in our seniors right now. Our senior leadership is unbelievable. All 6 of them have played a pivotal role in what we've done this year, getting us to 20-4 and 13-1 in champions in the conference right now. And it starts with Owen Courtney on the mound. He's electric. He's the OCC Player of the Year and the D3 East Pitcher of the Year for a reason. He's going to lead us out on the mound today, and he's going to go out and he's going to fill up the strike zone. He's going to do his thing. And then, our next senior guy would be Braylon McBride. Our everyday shortstop makes some ridiculous plays out there, hits in 3-hole for us. Him and Owen lead the team in every offensive category that we have. And, those 2 guys go, we go.
Coach, tell us about your opponent, Zanesville. In most people's eyes, they were a surprise winner last week and knocking off Dover. How much do you know about the Blue Devils?
Yeah, I mean, they have they're very fundamental through the middle. Their catcher, shortstop, center fielder are pretty good. They make plays, and the report I got on them before we saw them play was you have to beat them. And in baseball terms is they're not going to beat themselves and make a bunch of errors. They played routine baseball against Dover, and we got to go out and we got to put pressure on their defense and our athleticism. And we've stolen like 120 bases this year. That's going to push towards that, and we got to continue to put pressure on it. We got to barrel the baseball up, and if we play quick ball, we're going to be okay.
In the dugout with New Philadelphia head coach Tyler Weisel. It's all brought to you by Cush Financial. Tournament time always a little bit different. What do you do mentally, I guess, Coach, to make sure your guys are ready to go at first pitch here in about 25 minutes?
It's a double-edged sword. It's we want them to be loose. We want them to play hard. We want to play the same game they've been playing the first 24. One of my coaches yesterday said the 25th one's no different than the 24th one, and that's the truth. But obviously there's some heightened emotion here because it's winner go home, and we just keep preaching what got us here, and it's playing sound defense, it's throwing strikes, and it's being really good in situational baseball. And yesterday at practice, that's what we talked about. We talked about executing. We talked about playing our game. We talked about picking the baseball up when we're supposed to. And we talked about playing with a bunch of energy. We got a lot of high energy, high character guys in the dugout that like to play hard and fast, and we got to continue that.
Coach, as we wrap up, it would take too long to, I guess, jump on every one of these players, a talented group who has received postseason honors. But, boy, you have got the number of guys both in the OCC and in the East District who have gotten nods of approval from people.
Yeah, man, and it's 100% well-deserved. These guys have truly worked their tails off, and it's been a pleasure just to be in the dugout with them. It's funny because people always tell me, hey, good game, Coach. Hey, man, I didn't do nothing. It's all the guys on the field, and playing the game the right way, playing the game respectfully, playing the game hard. And, there's nothing more than what epitomizes these guys as being a Quaker. They're blue collar. We got the celebration hard hat for a reason. They're blue collar. They play hard. They have fun, and it's a blast to be in this dugout.
Coach, as always, we appreciate your time. Best of luck this afternoon.
Hey, thank you. Go Quakers.
New Philadelphia head coach Tyler Weisel, his team getting ready to square off with Zanesville in the Quakes Division III sectional tournament opener. This is the sports voice of the Valley and Big Z Sports.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They are the place to call for residential, commercial, and industrial work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
Okay, get this. Now at Wendy's, you get to go biggie with new Biggie deals. That means going biggie with the $4 Biggie Bites, biggier with the $6 Biggie Bag, or biggiest with an $8 Biggie Bundle. So now you can choose and customize your Biggie deal. As you should. Sorry, I get fired up when I'm talking deals. More Biggie options so you can get more of what you really want at Wendy's.
Price and participation may vary. Single items at regular price. Prices may be higher in Alaska, California, and Hawaii.
Family owned and operated for more than 50 years, Dover Brake specializes in sales and service of everything involving automotive and heavy-duty brakes, along with a vast selection of truck parts and accessories. They also offer alignment, custom U-bolt bending, industrial sandblasting, bonding, and more. And now, you can find the parts you're searching for with a complete in-store inventory updated regularly at DoverBrakeInc.com. Safely shop and pay online and have your purchase delivered, or pick it up at Dover Brake, Route 250 in Strasburg, online at DoverBrakeInc.com.
H&M Collision is conveniently located just off the boulevard in Dover and invites you to experience their unmatched customer service the next time you're in need of collision repair. H&M Collision will offer the highest standards in the industry, using state-of-the-art equipment to complete each repair by the book, never compromising on quality and keeping your safety and satisfaction their top priority. When you need premium auto body services, trust H&M Collision, where you're treated like family.
What's better than a fresh, hot McDonald's Big Mac? How about a free McDonald's Big Mac? Simply download the McDonald's app and join My McDonald's Rewards, and your free Big Mac will be waiting. Looking for more freebies? After your first purchase, you'll get another free food reward. Keep earning points and watch your rewards add up. Using the app is fun and easy. Just select Earn Points before you order to get a simple code to redeem. Then watch your points turn into free food. Grab the app, then pick up your free Big Mac at your favorite area McDonald's today.
This is Diana from Dover Philly Heating and Cooling, your train comfort specialist in downtown Dover. In the chill of winter or the steamy days of summer, we're here for you 24/7 with an honest, friendly, affordable service. Right now, purchase a qualifying HVAC system and receive a free duct cleaning, the value of $850. So if you've been considering the investment of a new HVAC system, don't miss out on this opportunity. Call me, Diana, at 330-343-5511. Since 1981, your comfort is our number one priority here at Dover Philly Heating and Cooling.
High school tournament baseball with WJER, the sports voice of the Valley, and Big Z Sports, presented today by the great folks at Altman Health Systems. You're locked into our Wood Electric pregame show. Bill Morgan with my color analyst today, Bill Hammerstrom. Bill, obviously, New Philadelphia's had a great season to date. 20-4 overall, at least a piece of the OCC Conference Championship at 13-1. How important does jumping out early today become for them? Because you know what? As we saw with the Cavs in a different sport, the professional level, they had a 20-point lead in the fourth quarter of Game 1. Everything fell off the table from there. What does the start mean to Tyler Weisel's team today?
I think the start to this game is important, not just for the playoff run, but to this game because you want Zanesville to be happy to be here. You want to score some runs early. You want to put a crooked number up in some of the early innings to make Zanesville feel like they're just here for the game, not here to advance. I think Dover failed to do that in that first matchup. They had runners on base in the first inning, and they were unable to capitalize, and Zanesville just kind of hung around and pulled off the win. For New Philadelphia, they don't want to stumble right out of the gate against a 12-14 team that you are I mean, you are the favorite. You're the 2 seed against the 6 seed, and Zanesville is, 12 and 14. They're also playing without some players who are on what they call, transfer suspension. They're underclassmen, they transfer, so they only have so many games they can play, and they're not playing at this point in the season. So you want to look good here at the opening because you want to make other teams think about how good you are at 20-4 in the OCC champs.
Coming up after this afternoon's game, Bill and I will name a Subway Player of the Game, brought to you by the great Fitzgerald family-owned Subway Restaurants. Subway, eat fresh. You're locked in to our Wood Electric pregame show on the Sports Voice of the Valley and Big Z Sports. Time now for our Stocker Concrete starting lineups. First for visiting Zanesville, led by head coach Jason Smith, leading off the shortstop, Solomon Norris. Batting in the 2-hole in center field, number 17, Noah Darnes. Number 15, Tyson Kimball, will bat third and play first. In the cleanup spot, Makai Murray, the catcher, wearing 19. Number 5 in the batting order is Carter Burnell. He'll play third base. Number 12 is Logan Goldsmith, the second baseman. Batting seventh, the freshman that Bill was mentioning a moment ago in left field, number 18, Matthew Reiser. Batting eighth in right field, number 21, Ja'Kai McBride. And batting ninth and pitching today, number 8, Maddox Moeller for Zanesville. For the 20-4 New Philadelphia Quakers, ranked 6th in the state in Division III, and the final baseball coaches poll, their leadoff hitter is center fielder C.C. Carruthers, the junior, wearing number 11. Batting in the 2-hole, he moved up from the bottom of the lineup midway point of the season and has really helped to jumpstart the Quaker offense, sophomore catcher Jack Range. Batting third, number 2, the shortstop, Braylon McBride. The cleanup hitter will be pitcher Owen Courtney, and while he's the East District Pitcher of the Year, number 22 can swing the bat as well. 3 home runs on the year, hitting .391 on the campaign. Batting fifth, the second baseman, number 12, Brady Evans. Number 13, Tanner Ulmer, will play first base. Certainly some of Tanner's biggest offensive contributions on the year have come in big pinch hit roles for the black and red. The designated hitter, number 8, is Cohen Winters. Cohen batting for third baseman, number 4, Nick Tedesco. In left field, number 5, Cam Wright. And number 10, the sophomore right fielder, Brooks Bezzosi. Those are your Stocker Concrete starting lineups. Wanting to get a new patio in time for the late spring, the early summer, maybe into the fall, or other concrete projects, it's Stocker Concrete. And coming up as our Wood Electric pregame show rolls closer and closer to first pitch, Bill and I will continue to get you ready for this game getting underway. Zanesville at New Philadelphia, here with Big Z Sports and the Sports Voice of the Valley.
When you pick up fresh deli meats and cheeses at your favorite local store, there's a good chance it started at Walnut Creek Foods. For years, Walnut Creek Foods has proudly supplied stores throughout Tuscarawas County with quality meats, cheeses, Amish-made favorites, bakery items, and specialty foods families know and love. Because around here, local matters, fresh matters, and relationships matter. From small-town markets to family dinner tables, Walnut Creek Foods is proud to help bring the flavor of Amish country home. Walnut Creek Foods, supporting local stores and the communities they serve.
This is Nathan Kemp with Kemp Insurance. Contact us today for all your auto, home, farm, and commercial insurance needs. We're proud to have been your local hometown agents for over 35 years and look forward to helping you see the difference local agents can make for you. Kemp Insurance on East High Avenue in New Philadelphia.
This is Don Kemp with Kemp Insurance. Whether it's repair work from a fender bender, the after effects of a powerful storm, or a life-changing moment like a house fire, Kemp Insurance is here to provide unmatched customer service. Kemp Insurance, your local hometown agents for over 35 years.
Feeling uneasy about your finances? Your credit union can help. I'm Katie Steinebry, a certified financial counselor at Dover Philly, and I can help you get back on track financially. Whether you are trying to establish a budget or rebuild credit, I can help. All discussions are confidential and free of charge with your credit union membership. Call Dover Philly today at 330-364-8874 and ask for Katie. At Dover Philly Federal Credit Union, we're people helping people. It's how we thrive together. Join us today. Federally insured by NCUA.
Are you ready for a breath of fresh air? Simpson Salute Heating and Air is here to revolutionize the way you experience comfort. With years of dedicated service, Simpson Salute is not just about fixing your heating and cooling systems. They're about earning your respect. Their team of certified professionals work tirelessly, ensuring your home is the perfect temperature, no matter the season. Call them today and feel the difference dedication makes. Simpson Salute Heating and Air, working hard to earn your respect.
Stuck in a lunch rut? Subway has the cure. Introducing the Sub of the Day, a fresh 6-inch favorite for just $4.99 every day of the week. Meatball Monday, Tuna Tuesday, Sweet Onion Wednesday, Turkey Thursday, Forest Ham Friday, BMT Saturday, and Spicy Italian Sunday. And for just $2 more, make it a meal with a drink, chips, or cookies. Start a new ritual, fresh flavor, everyday value. Sub of the Day, only at Subway. Eat fresh, feel good.
Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has just what you're looking for, so your athlete has the best gear for the sports they play. Dumont's has a large apparel selection and can handle your customized screen printing as well as embroidery for your team or business. For sporting goods and for all your apparel needs, Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has everything you want to play and look your best.
High school tournament baseball today from beautiful Tuscarora Park in New Philadelphia in the newly named Jim Watson Field at Tom Farr Bezos Stadium. The Quakers of New Philadelphia taking on Zanesville. Our pregame show today, a proud presentation of Wood Electric in New Philadelphia. Larry and Lisa Wood have done so much, not only in making contributions to this stadium. They labeled the scoreboard thanks to their contributions. The Larry and Lisa Wood family scoreboard. Wood Electric does many, many things, not only here in New Philadelphia, but also in and around all of Tuscarawas County. Home plate meeting taking place with our three-man umpiring crew. They are all veterans. Bruce Walker, they call him the Cobra. Behind the plate at first base, Ryan Murphy, 19 years as an umpire. And the third base umpire, Jeff Gardner, 17 years, making calls for the OHSAA. The winner of this game today will take on the winner of a game that's already going on between Tri-Valley and Indian Creek. Indian Creek, the top seed in the district in Division III, Bill, and at last report we had, they're trailing Tri-Valley 3-1 late in that game.
I do have an update for you. That game is a final. Tri-Valley beats Indian Creek 3-1. So the next game is New Philadelphia against Tri-Valley on Thursday at 5 at a location to be determined. But the 4-seeded Scotties beat the 1-seeded Indian Creek team behind their freshman pitcher Tanner Henry. Now, New Philadelphia beat Tri-Valley 13-1 earlier in this season. But they did not face the freshman phenom Tanner Henry, the pitcher who has pitched a 4-0 shutout at Steubenville to start the tournament, and then 3-1 win over Indian Creek, the 1 seed.
Well, Bill, I guess the interesting thing is, and it appears that the coaches of both the Scotties at Tri-Valley and here at New Philadelphia, they're going with their aces in Game 1. Now, certainly, Tri-Valley, when you look at the seeding, had a bigger challenge going into the game than on paper New Philadelphia does, but there's no guarantees. So Tyler Weisel, knowing that, he won his 100th game earlier in the year in his 9th year coaching the Quakers. And not that his other starting pitchers are bad. They are not. But he's going with the number one guy, and he'll figure out Thursday when he gets to it.
Yeah, and Tri-Valley played like 8 days before against Steubenville, so they had a long time to wait so they could play their top starter in both of those games. And I think it's going to be the same thing here with Zanesville. I mean, they had 8 days since they played Dover, so their number one guy, Maddox Moeller, in this postseason he's going today for the Blue Devils.
We're going to take a final timeout as a part of our Wood Electric pregame show. And when we come back, it's the first pitch. New Philadelphia doing battle with Zanesville here with Big Z Sports and the sports voice of the Valley.
Cush Financial Group has been proudly serving the community's financial needs for over 35 years. The team at Cush Financial follows an industry-leading service model with a unique approach and fiduciary responsibilities associated with their board-certified financial planner. With over 75 years of combined experience, the advisors at Cush Financial Group are here to help you achieve your financial goals. Contact their office at 330-308-8700 or visit their website at cushfinancial.com to see about scheduling your free consultation today. Securities and investment advisory services offered through Independence Capital Company Incorporated, member FINRA SIPC. At Storage Stockade, it starts with listening. When you call or stop in, you'll find real people who take the time to understand what you're storing and help you choose the right space without pressure. Located in New Philadelphia, Storage Stockade offers clean, secure storage and smart options like Storage Defender, providing real-time alerts and 24/7 personal monitoring for added peace of mind. Whether you're storing household items, business inventory, or an RV or boat, you'll feel confident knowing your belongings and your experience matter. Storage you can trust, service you can count on. Visit StorageStockade.com.
Looking for a store that truly has it all? The Dundee Marketplace offers a full-service deli counter and farm-fresh produce, bulk foods, expanded cooler and freezer sections, and everyday household goods. They've got everything you need under one roof. You'll even find unique handmade crafts. Hungry? Grab a quick bite from their grab-and-go items, order from the full menu, or enjoy the fresh salad and hot bar in their comfortable dining area. See it for yourself at Dundee Marketplace, 6783 State Route 93 in Dundee. Open Monday through Saturday, 8 to 6. Find them on Facebook to learn more.
Altman Health System has been caring for our community for over 130 years. This includes 24/7 emergency services, heart care, surgery, orthopedics, radiology, cancer care, and more. We serve 7 counties with community locations, including Altman Hospital, Altman Alliance Community Hospital, Altman Maslin, Altman Orville Hospital, Altman Tuscaroras Regional Health, and more. Altman Health System. Today, tomorrow, and always. We're here for you.
If there's a new driver in the house, the East Central Ohio Educational Service Center is ready to help them hit the road with confidence. Through the Drive to Succeed Scholarship, eligible Ohio teens under 21 may qualify for funding to cover driver education, making it easier to get started. With flexible online learning and in-car training options, ECO ESC Driver Services helps students build skills for the road and beyond. Don't wait. Start driving toward your future today. To learn more or apply, visit drivetosucceed.org or contact Trudy Lewis at trudy.lewis@ecoesc.org.
Hi, this is Jan McInturf. The past 30 years, the residents in and around the Tuscarawas County have made the call to the realtors and staff of McInturf Realty for buying and selling of residential and commercial properties. We truly live in a great community, and in all of those communities, there is nothing better than high school sports. For myself and all the agents and staff at McInturf Realty, we would like to wish all the area athletes good luck this season. And make the call to McInturf Realty, 330-364-SOLD, or find us online at McInturfRealty.net.
The T-County Boxing Academy is excited to announce the return of their youth boxing for 2026. Registration is now open for interested boys and girls ages 7 to 15. Classes will run Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. T-County Boxing gives you the option of paying for the classes monthly or per visit, whichever works best for you. To learn more about youth training and all that the T-County Boxing Academy offers, find them on Facebook.
We invite you to discover Keim Home Center in Charm, Ohio. Keim is your destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. From renovation and building projects to custom millwork needs, our team of experts work with both homeowners and professionals to bring your vision to life. Visit Keim Home Center in Charm or online at keimhome.com. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
High school tournament baseball Division III style between the New Philadelphia Quakers and the visiting Zanesville Blue Devils. If you were with us just a minute or two ago during the Wood Electric pregame show, you heard our sports director Bill Hammerstrom say the opponent Thursday will be none other than Tri-Valley, a team that New Philadelphia played earlier in the season. They did not have their ace pitcher going. He was going today and helped lead them to an upset over the number 1 seed, Indian Creek. The OHSAA will announce the site for that game probably sometime in the next 12 to 18 hours. Our thanks to our Claxon Communications team. Headlining up our live video stream for today, Jacob Heading, our producer, Drew Dunlap, our cameraman. You see Owen Courtney finishing his warm-ups on the afternoon. Owen's numbers on the year, as you would expect from the East District, Pitcher of the Year, outstanding. 7-0 and an ERA of 1.33. The Blue Devils wearing their traveling blue jerseys with white letters and numbers trimmed in plaque here at Jim Watson Field at Tom Barbizzo Stadium. 290 feet down the left field and right field lines. 327 to the power alleys and 350 to straightaway center field. And the home run walls are 18 feet high. Leading off for Zanesville, their shortstop, Solomon Norris, leading hitter on the year, 349 on the campaign for the right-handed hitter. Owen Courtney's first pitch of the afternoon. Fly ball to fairly deep left field. Cam Wright going back on it, and that ball's off the fence. Norris good speed, digging around first, and he'll dive in safely with a leadoff double for Solomon Norris.
Zanesville Blue Devils are not known for their power hitting. As a team, they have 1 home run all season. So to see that ball fly to the base of the fence is a surprise for those who follow the Zanesville Blue Devils baseball team.
That'll bring the center fielder, junior Noah Darns, to the plate, and already a runner in scoring position for Zanesville. Owen Courtney, the senior right-hander, pitching from the stretch. Glances back at Norris. The first pitch missing for a ball. Defensively for the Quakers, Nick Tedesco with third. Braylon McBride at short. Brady Evans at second and Tanner Ulmer at first. The 1-0 hit right down. That ball caught. The throw back to second, and it's a double play. Boy, a great play by Tanner Ulmer as Bill, he caught that ball, looked like to be about 10 inches off the ground, and Norris was already off and running to third. 2 outs in the inning.
2 great displays of reflexes. They're first to reach down and pick that one up off the ground, and then to throw it to second base immediately to get the runner who wasn't looking back, did not expect him to make that catch. So he was not going to get back to second base there.
That'll bring the first baseman, Tyson Kimball, to the plate for the Blue Devils. 2 outs, now nobody on, and fastball from Courtney missing inside and low for a ball. Kimball sees the next pitch, missing a little bit inside as well, 2-0. I'm
excited to see Owen Courtney pitch today. You mentioned his district award, also the OCC Player of the Year, alongside Maddox Grazer, the late Worcester ball player.
That ball popped up foul, and that'll get out of play.
Got Tyler Weisel, the OCC Coach of the Year, too.
Jason Smith, head coach for the Blue Devils, as most head coaches do, coaching at third base. Courtney's 2-1 pitch, and had one hit him in the helmet. So he'll reach base with 2 outs. That makes the Ulmer double play all the more important.
Would have had 2 runners on there.
The catcher, number 9, Makai Murray.
So the cleanup hitter, Makai Murray, will come to the plate.
Murray's the catcher, a senior, 271 average. But again, not much power in this lineup, just 1 home run.
Courtney's first pitch to him, a breaking ball and a called strike. We've had the opportunity many times over the years to see Bruce Walker call games, and I like Bruce because he's loud behind home plate and demonstrative. The next pitch, called strike as well. Murray quickly finding himself down in the count at 0-2.
You mentioned Zanesville coach Jason Smith. Last time they played was his first tournament win as coach of the Blue Devils.
The next pitch, line drive, and that's into center field for a base hit. Kimball will hold at second as Quaker center fielder C.C. Carruthers quickly gets it back in. 2 out, 2 on. As Carter Burrell comes to the plate.
Carter Burrell had a game against Dover. He was a vacuum at third base. He actually got hurt. He bled through his pants on his right knee. So throughout the game, his pants turned a brighter shade of red as the game went on. Also had an RBI 2-run single in that 4-run third.
Only a sophomore for the Blue Devils. First pitch, low and outside for a ball. On the season, Carter hitting .218. Oldman Health Systems, our presenting sponsor for Quaker Tournament Baseball today. Courtney comes set. The next pitch, a called strike, 1-1.
Again, Zanesville, 2 hits in this inning. They're not known for their offensive prowess. A .245 team batting average throughout the year.
Kimball at second, Murray at first. The 1-1 offering from Courtney, a called strike 2. So Courtney trying to work out of what is a rare situation, a little bit of first inning trouble for him. 1-2, Courtney gets the sign, comes set, looks to range behind the plate, and
batter called timeout before he threw the pitch, so he just lofted it in there.
I guess interestingly enough, but the home plate umpire has to grant time. Just because he requests time doesn't mean he necessarily gets it, but apparently he did. Courtney again comes set. The 1-2 pitch, a little bit low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Well, we mentioned that Bruce Walker, veteran umpire, 25 years. He lives locally. Everybody knows who he is. People shouting at him. The 2-2 pitch just off the plate. The throw down to first base. Diving back in safely was Murray. So the count now full. 3 balls and 2 strikes on the Blue Devils sophomore.
Again, not much power. He hasn't hit a home run this year.
Courtney patiently becoming set on the mound, and Burrell will call for time and step out again. One quick swing out of that right-handed batter's box.
One thing Zanesville showed against Dover is their pace. They play so slow. Once you see the pitcher on the mound, you'll understand.
Courtney glances at the runner at second. The 3-2 pitch, a swing and a miss. So Owen Courtney works his team out of trouble in the top of the first inning. After a half inning of play, Zanesville scoreless. New Philadelphia coming to bat with Big Z Sports and the sports voice of the Valley.
Need to clean up fast? Redbox Dumpster Rentals has you covered. From home cleanouts to big construction jobs, they've got 10, 20, 30, and 40-yard dumpsters. A solution for every project. They deliver on site, pick up on time, and offer competitive pricing that won't break your budget. Now serving the New Philadelphia area. Cleanup has never been easier. Call 330-275-6272 or visit redboxplus.com to book yours today. Redbox Dumpster Rentals, the right box, right when you need it.
Hi, I'm Zach Motice with the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. For all your auto, home, farm, and business insurance needs, contact our team at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. Or stop in and see us at one of our 3 locations in downtown New Philadelphia, Sugar Creek, or in Strasburg, providing excellent service to the Tuscarawas Valley since 1885. Everyone here at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency would like to wish all area athletes good luck this season.
High school tournament baseball in Division III. Zanesville scoreless, although they put runners on in the top of the first. Now New Philadelphia coming to the plate. Thanks to our great sponsors for making all of this possible. They include Kime Lumber in Charm, Wright Mark Roofing, the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, along with the great folks up at Niedenthal and Company, Matt and Melanie up in North Dover. Maddox Moeller, the junior right-handed pitcher, throwing for Zanesville. And again, in case you weren't with us during our Wood Electric pregame show, Bill Hammerstrom got a chance to see Moeller and Zanesville. What did you like from what you saw against him? What are some of the areas in maybe which he's challenged?
Moeller's not the biggest guy, so he isn't the most powerful pitcher, but he's a bulldog. He took over 100 pitches to get through Dover, but through the complete game, very deliberately paced. He'll shake off about 3 or 4 signals before he throws. And I heard one of the Dover players in the dugout yell at him, "You'll never make it in the majors because you smile too much." He seems to be pretty calm out there and has a smile on his face a lot of the time.
Left-handed hitting, junior C.C. Carruthers to lead off for New Philadelphia. He'll show bunt, pull the bat back, and a called strike on the outside corner. He's one of those all-district honorees, C.C., hitting .392 on the year, and he's stolen 22 bases for this Quaker team, who as a team has stolen over 100. The 0-1 pitch, missing outside, perhaps a little bit high, 1-1.
One thing Coach Smith says about his pitcher, Moeller's, that just needs him to pound the strike zone. The problem against this New Philadelphia lineup.
The 1-1, fouled back and out of play.
If you pound the strike zone too much, they'll pound the ball to the fence.
A pretty nice Tuesday afternoon crowd. Moeller getting the ball back. The junior righty ahead in the count on Carruthers at 1-2. CC looks out toward the mound. Moeller holds that glove high in front of his face. And the 1-2 pitch. CC lifts it on a fly to fairly deep center field. Darns roaming toward left center, and he'll make the catch for the first out here in the first.
And you mentioned a nice crowd. Nice day, too. We're close to 80 degrees out here, and we have a beautiful view of the newly dedicated inclusive playground fenced in over there at Tuscarora Park. Congratulations to Preston Cornell and her team for making that possible.
Sophomore catcher Jack Range coming to the plate. Jack on the season, a .288 hitter for Tyler Weisel's team. Moeller's first pitch to him popped up foul and out of play, first base side. Defensively for Zanesville, 12-14. Carter Burrell at third base, Solomon Norris at short, Logan Goldsmith at second, Tyson Kimball at first. Mackay Murray behind the plate, and Maddox Moeller on the mound. In the outfield, left to right, Matthew Reiser, Noah Darns, and Ja'Kai McBride. The 0-1 pitch hit hard and snagged down at third base. Nice glove by Burrell, nice rip by Jack Range, but the defense wins out that time.
Yeah, so far, just like the Dover game for Zanesville, making a lot of contact, but hitting it right into the glove of the defensive players.
Now to bring New Philadelphia's leading offensive charge. Braylon McBride, the senior, .367 on the year, 33 RBIs and 4 home runs. Facing Moeller, deep in that right-handed batter's box is McBride. Moeller's first pitch to him and just gets a piece of it, 0-1. I don't think Braylon real happy with his effort there.
It seems like Moeller, in the couple of games that I've watched him, gives them a lot of pitches to swing at.
McBride trying to start some 2-out damage for the black and red. The next pitch, a little bit high for a ball. Quakers 13-1 in the OCC. At least a conference co-championship, 20-4 overall. 1 ball, 1 strike on McBride. Moeller shakes off the catcher. Now he's ready. The 1-1. McBride, a long fly ball to center field. Darns back on it, and that ball is going to go off the center field wall. McBride digging into second. He'll hang on there, and that ball would have been out of here, but Braylon blasted it to the deepest part of the park.
Yeah, second time this inning we've seen a deep fly ball to center field. And like I said before, you get a pitcher who, pounds the strike zone with this, murderer's row here of New Philadelphia hitters. They're going to hit the wall a few times.
Pitcher, number 22,
That'll bring Owen Courtney to the plate. And as good as Owen is on the mound, and he's very good, he's an outstanding hitter as well. .391 his average on the year. 3 home runs, 28 RBIs, and, well, I'm not BFFs with Owen Courtney. I can tell you this. He was probably not happy about the way the top of the first inning worked, and he would like to make Zanesville pay for it here. Moeller's first pitch to him down in the dirt for a ball. We mentioned earlier on C.C. Carruthers, 22 steals on the season. Braylon McBride, good speed as well, 18 thefts for the now graduated New Philadelphia senior. Moeller glances back at McBride. The next pitch popped up very high down the left field line. Burrell giving chase. And that ball going to fall foul. From our broadcast point, foul territory down the third base and left field line. We are screened out, as they say. When we saw Tyler Weisel stay in the coaching box, we knew he didn't catch it. Owen, slightly open stance from the right side, 1-1. Moeller again looks back at McBride. His next pitch, Owen hits a long blast to left center field. Back is Darnes, and he will rein that in. Boy, that looked like it had a chance to go, but Darnes a good job tracking it, making the catch in left center to end the first inning. After one complete, New Philadelphia and Zanesville scoreless with Big Z Sports and the sports voice of the Valley.
Every game begins with a spark. Athletes stepping onto the court, families filling the stands, and communities coming together. At Niedenthal & Company, their belief is that this spirit is what makes our communities such special places to live and grow. To all athletes in Tuscarawas, Holmes, Wayne, and Stark counties, your dedication inspires us all. Keep pushing, keep believing, and know your communities are behind you every step of the way. Niedenthal & Company wishes all athletes competing the best of luck this season.
When it comes to protecting what matters most, trust the team at Grandview Exterior Systems. Established in 2016, they specialize in commercial, industrial, and residential roofing, handling everything from repairs and replacements to full restorations and ongoing maintenance. At Grandview Exterior Systems, their mission is simple: create peace of mind for every client while setting the standard for safety, quality, and efficiency in construction. Visit them at 2230 Township Road 415 in Dundee. Call 330-275-1807 or learn more at GrandviewExteriorSystems.com. Grandview Exterior Systems. They have you and your roof covered.
Division III High School Tournament Baseball with Big Z and the sports voice of the Valley. New Philadelphia and Zanesville scoreless after an inning of play. Our broadcast today, a proud presentation of Altman Health Systems. Other sponsors today include Grandview Exterior Systems, along with Wood Electric, Wendy's, and Dover Brake. Leading things off for Zanesville, top of the second inning, the second baseman, Logan Goldsmith. Goldsmith, a senior, hitting .237 on the year. Owen Courtney's first pitch to him, a swing and a miss. Now, Owen really bringing the gas that time. You got to kind of wonder if perhaps Coach Weisel saying, you know what, go out there and challenge those guys. Next pitch, down low. Weisel in his 9th year leading this Quaker program, his assistant coach. Logan Moorhead, pitching coach and first base coach. The 1-1 line drive, that's a base hit into center field. So credit Zanesville for being ready coming into this game. Goldsmith, the leadoff single the second time in as many innings that the visiting Blue Devils have put the leadoff runner on already, 3 hits.
Yeah, a double and 2 singles, and that double was erased by a double play in the first inning. If not, Zanesville would have a run on the board likely.
The freshman, Matthew Reiser, he's the left fielder for Jason Smith's team. First pitch missing down low.
Now coming into the game against Dover, he was batting 111 and delivered a 2-run single to give them a 4-1 lead at the time, and that held up for a 4-3 win.
Courtney looks over at Goldsmith at first base. Showing bunt. That ball bunted pretty nicely. Courtney will field, and a bang-bang play at first base. They get him, but a successful sacrifice for Reiser.
I think Reiser, a freshman, maybe not expected to do too much for the Blue Devils, as some players are playing because others are, played out their season as transfers and can't play anymore. But he's delivered in 2 games so far now with the sacrifice bunt.
That'll bring the right fielder, Ja'Kai McBride, to the plate. Courtney glancing back at the lead runner, Goldsmith at second. The first pitch missing. McBride, just 133 in the average department on the season, 7 RBIs. Courtney.
Range thought he could catch the base runner napping there and fired it to second.
The 1-0. There's a called strike on the inside part of the plate. Philadelphia defensively in the outfield didn't have an opportunity to give that to you in the top of the first. Cam Wright in left. C.C. Carruthers in center. Brooks Bezzosi in right. 1 out, top of the second. The game scoreless. Courtney with the next pitch. Grounded to second. Brady Evans will field. Throws on to first in time for the second out of the inning. Goldsmith goes to third. Now 2 outs in the inning.
The pitcher, number 8.
And Zanesville's bottom of the order, not particularly strong. All 7, 8, 9 batters batting below 125 coming into this game, including the pitcher here, a 122 average.
Maddox Moeller, the junior. Like he pitches, he bats right-handed. Courtney's first pitch to him, a great-looking breaking ball for a called strike. Cloudy skies, 79 degrees here at Jim Watson Field at Tom Farbizzo Stadium. The next pitch, great job by Jack Range blocking that ball. That thing goes to the backstop. You can about guarantee yourself that Jason Smith's going to try and score Logan Goldsmith from third.
Yeah, so far, Jack Range at catcher and Tanner Ulmer at first base have saved runs for the Quakers in this game.
Courtney ready on the mound with the count even at a ball and a strike. The next pitch, a swing and a miss. Moeller unable to catch up to that high go-go juice. Courtney struck out the final batter of the first, maybe hoping to do the second here in the top of 2. Courtney comes set. The 1-2 pitch hit into the glove. The throw to first base, not going to be in time, and Zanesville takes an early 1-0 lead on the infield base hit off the bat of Maddox Moeller.
That was a tough play deep in the hole there. Nice job by Nick Tedesco to field it.
Shortstop, number 24,
Tanner Ulmer couldn't handle the throw, though, and he's safe at first.
Back to the top of the lineup, Solomon Norris, who doubled deep to left center in his first at bat. Courtney's first pitch to him outside for a ball. Well, when Owen Courtney's not pitching, he plays third base. So Tedesco playing at third. Courtney comes set. And the 1-0 pitch. The throw down to second base. Good throw by Jack Range, but unable to dig it out of the dirt was Braylon McBride. In safely with the steal is Maddox Moeller.
If you're keeping score, that hit from Maddox Moeller, the pitcher, they counted it as a hit, not an error. So 4 hits so far for the Blue Devils.
Count on Norris, 2-0, his team's leading hitter in the average department, 349. Courtney with the 2-0 pitch, low and outside, ball 3.
And the double that he hit in the first inning would definitely score Moeller from second base in this situation.
3 balls. The scoreboard now shows that it's 2-1. We'll check that momentarily. Courtney ready with the 2-1 pitch, a swing and a miss. Owen consistently will have his fastball at 85, 86, sometimes touching 88 or 89. That looked like maybe more of that number. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Courtney coming set. Norris ready in that right-handed batter's box. The pitch missing outside, perhaps a bit low. The count full.
It doesn't seem like the Blue Devils can catch up to Courtney's fastest stuff.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. You would expect Moeller to be in motion from second base here. The 3-2 pitch grounded to McBride. His throw on to first base in time to retire the Blue Devils, but not before they do some offensive damage in the top of inning number 1. Inning number 2, my apologies. Zanesville 1, New Philadelphia scoreless with Big Z Sports and the sports voice of the Valley.
Altman Health System has been caring for our community for over 130 years. This includes 24/7 emergency services, heart care, surgery, orthopedics, radiology, cancer care, and more. We serve 7 counties with community locations, including Altman Hospital, Altman Alliance Community Hospital, Altman Maslin, Altman Orville Hospital, Altman Tuscaroras Regional Health, and more. Altman Health System. Today, tomorrow, and always. We're here for you.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They are the place to call for residential, commercial, and industrial work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
High school tournament baseball with the sports voice of the Valley and Big Z Sports. Bill Morgan with Bill Hammerstrom. Zanesville an early 1-0 lead as the Quakers get ready to come calling in the bottom of the second inning. Our high school tourney baseball today with great sponsors all across the area, including H&M Collision. They love them some Quaker baseball, along with McDonald's, Dover Philly Heating and Cooling, and Walnut Creek Foods. For the Quakers, it'll be 5, 6, and 7 in Tyler Weisel's batting order. Here in the second baseman Brady Evans, first baseman Tanner Ulmer, and the DH Cohen Winter.
In that first inning, all 4 Quaker batters made good contact, and if that keeps up, you expect them to find a hole at some point, but Zanesville has been pretty lucky through a game and an inning here in the postseason. Every ball in play seems to go right into the glove of a defensive player.
Tyler Weisel coaching at third base. Logan Moorhead, the first base coach for New Philly. Moeller, the junior, allowed 1 hit, 1 runner in the first. His first pitch, and it hits Brady Evans. Evans tried to twist away from it, but home plate umpire Bruce Walker says it hit you, take your bag.
13, Tanner Ulmer.
That'll bring Tanner Ulmer to the plate. And without question, Tanner's biggest offensive contributions of the year. He has had some big pinch hits over the course of the 2026 campaign, but today in the starting lineup. Moeller will throw over to first base, driving Brady Evans back.
And he does it again as you look down. He did that against Dover. Dover frequently and successfully challenged catcher Makai Murray in their game last week. And to avoid those steals.
Pitch to Ulmer. It was almost like a pitch out.
Yeah, he threw back to first 3 times. I mean, they are I think they are very wary of people stealing against them. Dover did it a bunch. And if you watch Moeller, he steps off the mound, he looks over a bunch. He threw 3 times that first opportunity.
Ulmer back into the box, leading at first. Evans on when he was hit by the pitch. Moeller ready. The next pitch. Ball 2, 2-0 on Tanner Ulmer. While Tanner's playing first base today, he is the Quakers' backup catcher. Of course, New Philadelphia hoping they don't have to use him there. Jack Range has been the man behind the dish all season long. Pretty big lead for Evans at first. Moeller holding the ball above his right thigh. He'll throw it back over and diving back in safely, Brady Evans. And while Brady has made some great contributions to this team this year, the junior, his best sport is golf. He is outstanding on the links. A lot of people think that when Braylon McBride graduates, which he already has, but that Brady may be the shortstop.
They changed the glove of the catcher. He must have blew a seam or something.
2-0 on Ulmer. Moeller with the next pitch. Popped up, foul territory. The first baseman drifting over and making the grab. Tyson Kimball, 1 out in the inning, and having to stay at first is Brady Evans.
Well, you said as a team, Quakers have stolen more than 100 bases this season, and this is the team to steal against, but Moeller is not taking his eye off of Evans at first base over there.
That'll bring the DH Cohen Winters to the plate. Cohen hitting .242 on the year. He leads the team in being hit by pitches at 6 of those on the campaign. He's batting for Nick Tedesco, who's in defensively today at third base. Moeller. Pitch upstairs. They're going to throw down and in safely on the dive is Brady Evans. So the Quakers, for the first time today, have a runner in scoring position. And Bill was telling you about maybe the way to say it is defensive challenges that Makai Murray has behind the plate. And that ball was wide to the first base side of the second base bag.
And don't be surprised if Moeller throws back to second base, or at least looks behind him about 3 times before he throws it. 2.
The 1-0 pitch to Winters. Popped up. Foul looks like it's going to get out of play, and it easily does behind the first base dugout. Well, this is the final game of the year at the newly improved stadium. The next game will be a TBA should the Quakers win today. Moeller does look back at second, does again, does one more time. Bill knows what he's talking about. The throw back to second base, back in. It's almost like you saw him last week.
He just takes his time. We saw him shake off like 3 pitches, step off the mound, throw back to second, look back 3 more times.
The next pitch, Winters hits it foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Winters asking for time. Evans leading off second. Moeller glancing that way. Now he'll step off and throw back and back safely.
I mean, they don't even trust the catcher to keep him from stealing third base.
The next pitch, Winters hits it hard along the ground. Foul, third base line. Hey, coming up after the game today, Bill and I will name our Subway Player of the Game, brought to you by our locally Fitzgerald family-owned Subway restaurants. Subway, eat fresh. Winters trying to fight his way back out of a 1-2 hole. Moeller looking back once again at that second base bag. They'll throw it again.
Bill, it's always nice to see our Subway Player of the Games wearing their T-shirts proudly out in public. I mean, we saw it on the field earlier. Not happy to see that player not able to put a uniform on today, but there was a Subway Player of the Game on the field earlier.
Yeah, that was Kane Oddie, and Kane suffered a left elbow injury about halfway through the season that unfortunately ended his senior season. Moeller's 1-2 and just fouled. Staying alive was Winters on the swing off the mask of Zanesville's catcher, Makai Murray. So the Quakers, you would like to think a base hit here out of the infield could tie this game. We'll have to wait and see. And now we're on to either the third catcher's glove or back to the first glove. I'm not exactly sure, Bill.
They might have repaired it. He's looking at the laces on it. Also has the calls on his wrist there, too.
1 ball, 2 strikes. I mean, if I'm Winters, right. Good job, Cohen. Eventually, if he's going to take that long on the mound, it's a cat and mouse game. Take that opportunity, you step out. Because it is partially, and this isn't knocking Moeller, it is partially a game. The 1-2 pitch, Winters lifts it on a fairly deep fly, left center field. Darns on the run and makes a great diving catch. Wow, a super play in left center field, diving grab by junior Noah Darns for the second out of the inning, and Evans smartly stays at second base. Otherwise, he may have been doubled up.
And, I said lucky earlier, but plays like that, Zanesville is showing some leather in this game. They did last week, too. And I mentioned they have more than 60 errors on the season. So they've really stepped it up here for the tournament.
Cam Wright, the number 8 hitter in Tyler Weisel's lineup. First pitch to Cam, missing for a ball. Cam on the season. Leads the team in sacrifices. He won't be doing that here with 3 hits, 288. That's a pretty good number for your 8-man.
Can't wait till he tells us about the 9-man.
He's hitting a lot higher than 288. 1-0. Cam ready in the box. The pitch. I thought that looked good from here, but missing out of the zone, 2-0.
Cam Wright, an honorable mention in the Ohio Cardinal Conference.
Evans leading at second base. Moeller looking into his catcher and battery mate Murray. Bottom of the second, 1-0 Zanesville. And Wright steps out after Moeller stepped back. The next pitch, and they call a balk.
He came close a couple times against Dover. My partner at that game, Travis McClellan, thought there was a balk or two.
And the first base umpire, Ryan Murphy, who currently is seated or was standing behind the mound, didn't hesitate at all, raising both hands and saying balk. And now you can see Zanesville head coach Jason Smith come out of the dugout looking for an explanation. And remember, the umpires that are umpiring in the tournament, they get there because coaches rate them throughout the course of the year, then they're assigned by the OHSAA. So now the tying run, 90 feet away, the count 2-0 on Cam Wright. Moeller coming set. The next pitch, Cam hits a long blast but foul down the left field line.
They are really getting under these pitches. Got to wonder, though, does Moeller help that much? Does he throw hard enough for some of these to rebound and get out of here?
2-1 now on left fielder Cam Wright. Brady Evans at third. The next pitch, a called strike at the knees on the breaking ball from Maddox Moeller. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Wright looking to tie the game here with a base hit. Moeller, the junior right-handed Zanesville pitcher, looking to prevent it. Evans, small lead at third. The next pitch, a called strike 3 at the knees on the outside corner. So the Quakers leave a runner at third after 2. Zanesville leading New Philadelphia 1-0 with Big Z Sports and the sports voice of the Valley.
Okay, get this. Now at Wendy's, you get to go Biggie with new Biggie deals. That means going Biggie with the $4 Biggie Bites, Biggier with the $6 Biggie Bag, or Biggieist with an $8 Biggie Bundle. So now you can choose and customize your Biggie deal. As you should. Sorry, I get fired up when I'm talking deals. More Biggie options so you can get more of what you really want at Wendy's.
Price and participation may vary. Single items at regular price. Prices may be higher in Alaska, California, and Hawaii.
Family owned and operated for more than 50 years, Dover Brake specializes in sales and service of everything involving automotive and heavy-duty brakes, along with a vast selection of truck parts and accessories. They also offer alignment, custom U-bolt bending, industrial sandblasting, bonding, and more. And now, you can find the parts you're searching for with a complete in-store inventory updated regularly at DoverBrakeInc.com. Safely shop and pay online and have your purchase delivered, or pick it up at Dover Brake, Route 250 in Strasburg, online at DoverBrakeInc.com.
Division III High School Tournament Baseball, New Philadelphia and Zanesville, a presentation of Altman Health Systems. New Philadelphia trailing 1-0 after 2 innings of play. Other great sponsors include Stocker Concrete, along with Nathan and Don Kemp at Kemp Insurance. Had a chance to talk extensively with Don at church on Sunday, one of the biggest Quaker fans around. Walnut Creek Foods and the Dover Philly Credit Union. For visiting Zanesville, 2, 3, and 4 in their lineup. Noah Darns, who lined into that double play in his first at-bat and just made a spectacular diving play in left center field in the bottom of the Quakers' second. Owen Courtney ready. The righty looks, pitches, breaking ball, and a called strike. 1 strikeout so far for Courtney. He has struck out on the year 56 in 42 innings of work. The 0-1, they bunt the ball, and that is a nice bunt. That's going to be a base hit. So Darns reaching, and 3 straight innings now. Zanesville has got the leadoff runner on. And Jason Smith rolling every bit of baseball gambling dice. He realizes his team has absolutely nothing to lose, Bill. They upset Dover, and they'd like to say, hey, we're 2-0 in Tuscarawas County in the tournament. The Quakers obviously hoping for quite the opposite. Tyson Kimple, who was hit by a pitch, he's going to show bunt, but bunts it foul as Darns was off and running on the bunt attempt.
Zanesville scored their run in the second inning after a single and a sacrifice bunt that moved the runner to second base and an eventual RBI single by their pitcher, Maddox Moeller. So they've played the small ball here for a run.
0-1. Kimball hitting in the 3-hole for ZAHS. He'll show bunt again, bunts it, and with the baseball, flipping it on to first Courtney, and again a successful sacrifice, runner in scoring position with only 1 out.
The catcher, number 9, Mackay Murray.
Going to bring Mackay Murray to the plate.
He already has a hit in this game.
Murray, 9 RBIs on the year, hitting .265. On this 2026 campaign, you've got Division III tournament action with Big Z and WJER. Courtney's first pitch to him, missing upstairs for a ball. Darns, we've seen he's got good speed with the plays in the outfield.
I think the Quakers have a little more faith in Jack Range, their catcher.
Probably the most impressive part about Jack's game this year has been his defensive improvement from a starting freshman catcher to a starting sophomore catcher. There's a line drive. That's trouble down the right field line. That's going to be another Zanesville run. Rounding third and scoring easily is Noah Darns. And again, we see small ball or guards balls that's sometimes called up in Cleveland paying off for visiting Zanesville.
Yeah, they got the runner over on the sacrifice bunt, and then Mackay Murray delivers with the single. And right now, the Blue Devils in this postseason are playing above their 11-14 regular season record and their .245 regular season average.
2-0 Zanesville, but a long way to go in this one. Carter Burrell, who struck out in his first at bat, he'll show bunt and missed. Throw it on to first base. Now the throw on to second base, and they get the runner.
Another good defensive play by Tanner Ulmer there.
Jack Range to Ulmer, on to McBride to get what would technically be called, prevent what would technically be called a stolen base. Burrell now down in the count 0-2. But Zanesville has found themselves on the scoreboard first, up 2-0. We're in the top of the third. Courtney ready. His next pitch, a swing and a miss to end the inning. But Zanesville packs on another. We head for the bottom of inning number 3. Zanesville leading second-seeded New Philadelphia 2-0 with Big Z Sports and the sports voice of the Valley.
H&M Collision is conveniently located just off the boulevard in Dover and invites you to experience their unmatched customer service the next time you're in need of collision repair. H&M Collision will offer the highest standards in the industry using state-of-the-art equipment to complete each repair by the book, never compromising on quality and keeping your safety and satisfaction their top priority. When you need premium auto body services, trust H&M Collision, where you're treated like family.
Whether you're looking for a little extra income on the side or an exciting full-time career with endless potential for advancement, our local McDonald's has an opportunity for you. Flexible schedules, competitive pay, fun perks, and a supportive team environment are all part of the package. A job at McDonald's is one of a kind, just like you. Wherever you are in life, you can find a meaningful career at McDonald's, and it comes with a side of whatever makes you happy. Apply online at mcdonalds.com today.
Division III High School Tournament Baseball with Big Z and the sports voice of the Valley. Zanesville out to a surprising 2-0 lead as the Quakers come calling here in the bottom of the third inning. Zanesville threatened in the first but did not score, but since that time, Jason Smith's team has had one in the second, one in the third, as Quaker sophomore right fielder Brooks Bezzosi will lead things off for New Philadelphia as they try to begin battling back in.
You feel like Moeller, the pitcher, is playing with fire. A lot of loud outs, a lot of loud foul balls for the Quakers. You feel like something's got to land eventually.
Moeller ready, deals, and that ball bounces in the dirt in front of home plate. Bezzosi just wrapping up his 10th grade year, and certainly a good one as a starter in right field. He's got a great glove and arm out there and hitting .346 in that 9 spot. Moeller with the 1-0. Called strike at the knees, inside corner. Moeller, I'm sorry, Bill, go ahead.
That right-hander's batter's box has just disappeared as everybody crowds the plate. You can't see where the line is to keep them off the plate.
The 1-1 from Moeller, and a swing and a miss for Bezzosi. After Brooks, back to the top of the lineup with C.C. Carruthers and Jack Range in the hole. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Moeller, when there's nobody on base, likes to hold that glove high in front of his face. The next pitch downstairs, low and in the dirt, 2-2. The Quakers' most recent game came with a weekend win at Carrollton, led by a C.C. Carruthers home run. The 2-2 pitch, Bezzosi hits a long blast, but that is twisting and easily foul. Brooks' dad, Doug, is on PA duties today, something I normally do during Quaker baseball, but broadcasting today for Big Z and the sports voice of the Valley. I've always heard people say, quote people, parents are more nervous than players. The 2-2 to Brooks. He fouls that one back and out of play.
I guess that depends on the players. It seems like in the spring season, baseball players, softball players, track athletes, they seem pretty relaxed.
2 balls, 2 strikes on Brooks Bezzosi. Nobody out, bottom of the third. Zanesville up by a pair. The next pitch hit hard to short. Norris will field. The throw on to first base in time, and a close play at the bag, but Norris got it over there quickly for the first out of the inning.
And I have not seen the Zanesville team that committed 60-some errors during the regular season. They look like routine plays that they're making, and they're making them well. They didn't have an error against Dover, and so far they've played really good defense in this game.
And that's how you win tournament games. That'll bring C.C. Carruthers, who had a nice blast to center field that was tracked down by Noah Darnes, leading off this game for the black and red. Moeller's first pitch to him in the second go-around. C.C. line drive into right field. That's going to get over the right fielder's head. That'll go all the way to the fence. C.C. digging for second, and he'll be there with a one-out double. C.C. Carruthers.
Good job locating that first pitch, and that might be a key here for the Quakers to swing early in the count.
Well, we were telling you earlier on, CC certainly great speed
number 18, Jack
on the base paths. Leading this team in steals on the season is the junior, 22, 9 doubles, and that'll bring Jack Range to the plate.
What you're going to see is a lot of double takes, maybe triple takes by the pitcher. Keep an eye on Carruthers out there.
Jack ripped it down to third base in his first at bat, but Burrell snagged it for a line drive out. Moeller gets the sign, comes set. The pitch high to Jack Range, 1-0. Jack, like so many of these Quaker athletes, two-sport athlete, plays football in the fall for Mike Johnson. Saw Coach Johnson here earlier, supporting his football players on the baseball team. The 1-0 pitch, that's down to the dirt. That bounds away. The wild pitch sends C.C. Carruthers to third. So 2-0 the count on Jack Range.
With all the loud outs and foul balls we've had, it's surprising that that doubles just their second hit of the game.
Range pretty deep in the right-handed batter's box that, as Bill alluded to, we can't see anymore, but it was there at one time. Moeller coming set, the 2-0 pitch. Jack lifts it. Fly ball, center field. Making the catch, Darnes. He's going to try and get home, and does. Jack Range's sacrifice fly scores C.C. Carruthers, and the Quakers have the lead. It's now 2-1 Zanesville.
And that throw from shallow center field was well off the line. About 15 feet up the third base line. So Carruthers able to score easily standing up.
That'll bring Braylon McBride, who ripped a double deep to left center in his first at bat. Braylon hitting .367, third in batting average, the leader in home runs with 4. Pops it up foul. Murray trying to make the catch, and he cannot hang on to it. You saw Murray quickly shed the mask, as he's supposed to do. He was tracking that, but could not come up with it.
The crowd is abuzz. They thought one of them were going to have a play out on that ball. A lot of exhales, I think, in the crowd.
Probably the biggest exhale is wearing number 2 right now. He wants to get another opportunity against Moeller. 0-1. Braylon looking out toward the pitcher, who looks back in. The pitch, that's down in the dirt for a ball. Moeller, a junior, and now Don't get me wrong. I'm not comparing Maddox Moeller to Greg Maddox. But Maddox was kind of the same way. Very deliberate. Couldn't throw the ball 100 miles an hour, but had a great career. The next pitch way high. Ball 2. And Greg Maddox is a guy that he would often call his own pitches during his Hall of Fame career for the Braves. The 2-1 to McBride. That's down low. 3-1.
Well, sometimes you see the wristband with the pitch calls on the pitcher, but in this game it's the catcher that's making all the calls. He's got the wristband with the calls on it.
Clouds continuing to linger. Probably the first, I guess you would call it, muggy day of the spring.
I would agree with that. A lot of rain, though, these last couple of weeks.
No question about that. McBride digging back in after the meeting near the mound. And the 3-1 pitch. Called strike. 3-2. Owen Courtney hoping to get his second chance here in the third inning. Moeller deals the full count pitch. McBride pops up. That'll get fouled and out of play beyond the Zanesville first base dugout.
Winner of this game gets Tri-Valley, like we said. They won 3-1 earlier over top seed Indian Creek.
The count, full. The 3-2 pitch, and that hits Braylon in the back of the head.
And again, both teams crowding the plate. You can't see the line on the interior of the batter's box, so who knows how much they're crowding the plate.
Pitcher number 22, Owen Courtney.
That'll bring Owen Courtney to the plate. Owen flew out to center field in his first at-bat. We mentioned McBride, certainly he of the base thefting ability with 18 on the season. They'll throw over to first, and Braylon easily steps back. Moeller again throws over, that time a little bit closer.
I think Tyler Weisel's going to step up and say, be careful out there, kid.
McBride, pretty big lead, almost to the cut of the grass. He's in motion. Here comes the throw, and that's going to bounce in the dirt and sliding in safely, Braylon McBride.
I think the Quakers are finding that second base is just about automatic once you're on first.
1-0 on Owen Courtney. Courtney would love to add his 29th RBI of the season here. The 1-0 pitch from Moeller, and Owen a big rip at it and fouls it straight to the netting behind home plate. So far for Zanesville, a couple of runs, 5 hits, no errors. The Quakers 1 run, 2 hits, and they have played errorless baseball as well. Moeller, as Bill told you he would be during our Wood Electric pregame show, very deliberate on the mound. The next pitch, Courtney hits a very high fly ball to right field. Tracking it there in right field, making the grab is Ja'Kai McBride to end the Quakers' third inning. They score once. We head for the fourth. Zanesville leading New Philly 2-1 with Big Z Sports and the sports voice of the Valley.
Ever get a free quote that costs you $100 or a limited time offer that actually doesn't end? Here at Dover Philly Heating and Cooling, we skip the drama. No hidden fees, no fine print. Just honest folks helping you find the right HVAC system. So if you're in need of information for a new furnace, AC, or HVAC product, call me, Diana, at Dover Philly Heating and Cooling, your local trained comfort specialist in downtown Dover, 330-343-5511. Available 24/7 since 1981.
Need cheese? Who doesn't? But at Walnut Creek Cheese and Market, cheese is just the beginning. Fresh bakery, bulk foods, candy by the pound, locally made jams and canned goods, smoked meats, old-fashioned sodas, seasonal decor, kitchen gadgets, snacks you forgot existed, and somewhere between the rolling hills, the friendly faces, and the fresh smell of cinnamon rolls, you remember why Amish country is always worth the drive. Walnut Creek Cheese and Market. Bring your appetite and maybe an empty trunk in Walnut Creek, Berlin, and online at walnutcreekcheese.com.
High school tournament baseball on Big Z and the Sports Voice of the Valley. Headed to the fourth inning, New Philly trailing Zanesville 2-1. Our thanks to our partners with Claxon Communications, Casey Claxon and Company, for making the video streaming part of this possible. Casey and his great crew today, headed up by Jacob Hetty and Drew Dunlap. Coming up after the game today, Bill and I will name a Subway player of the game. Subway, eat fresh.
So far in this game, pitcher Owen Courtney's given up 2 hits in each of the first 3 innings. 1 run in the second, 1 run in the third.
Leading off, Logan Goldsmith, who possesses one of those base hits, also one of the 2 runs scored for Zanesville. Courtney ahead of him, 0-1. The next pitch, breaking ball, a little bit inside for a ball. 6, 7, and 8 to begin the fourth inning for the Blue Devils from Zanesville. The 1-1. Called strike, breaking ball, outside corner. 1-2. Ready, Courtney. He deals a 1-2 pitch, fouled straight back and up and over the netting and up onto the hill behind Jim Watson Field at Tom Farbizo Stadium. Ready is Goldsmith. Ready is Courtney. The next pitch, just missing. Perhaps a bit low. 2-2. Two strikeouts so far for Courtney. Checks with Jack Range. And the 2-2 pitch. A breaking ball and a called strike 3.
And on that strike 3, right before he threw it, Goldsmith tried to call timeout, but like you said, the umpire does not have to award it to him, and he did not. So that was strike 3.
Matthew Reiser coming to the plate. The freshman put down a successful sacrifice bunt that helped to play a role in Zanesville getting their first run. First pitch he sees, called a ball. Well, the number 1 seed in this district lost earlier today. Quakers, the number 2 seed. Courtney's next pitch, blazing and catching the outside part of the plate. Reiser, unlike a lot of players, not disgusted, kind of shakes his head in agreement, knows he's got to get the next one, the 1-1. There's a line drive, base hit into right field. The throw to first base, a bang, bang play. We mentioned earlier about Brooks Pazzosi having a good arm. That's a play, Bill, you see somewhat frequently in softball, but rarely in baseball.
You get the ground ball out to right field.
Number 20, Jakai McBride.
The 9-3 put out.
You might see 9-3 in softball scorebooks, but hardly ever in baseball scorebooks. That's a big play. That'll bring Jakai McBride to the plate, grounded out to Brady Evans at second in his first at bat, and waves and misses at Courtney's first pitch to him in their second go round. The 0-1 pitch, a lot of gas, and McBride just getting a piece of it.
You know, you think a play like that might bring some energy to the Quakers. It's been kind of rough going for them so far. It is 2-1.
Courtney ready. And the senior's 0-2 pitch. Hit hard under the glove of Brady Evans. That'll be a base hit. So New Philly hoping for a 1-2-3 inning Didn't get it after McBride's two-out base
Pitcher,
hit.
number 8, Maddox Moeller.
That'll bring Maddox Moeller to the plate. Moeller picking up the first RBI of the game with his infield base hit back in the second. Courtney's first pitch to him, low and outside for a ball. One and 0. McBride going to creep off of first base to throw back to first and diving back in safely. The ball glances off Tanner Ulmer's glove, but nowhere near far enough away for McBride to advance. Courtney ready, and the 1-0 pitch hit hard to short, and that'll sneak into left field for a base hit. Certainly strange to see that a guy hitting 111 headed into the tournament is 2 for 2 today.
You look at the bottom of the order here, 6, 7, 8, 9. They've got 4 hits, 4 hits, a sacrifice bunt.
Back to the top of the lineup. Solomon Norris, who doubled the lead off the game, trying to do 2-out work for the Blue Devils. Courtney's first pitch to him, a breaking ball and a called strike.
Blue Devils don't steal, not nearly as much as Quakers, but they don't reach base nearly as much either. 39 steals on the season as a team.
Courtney glances at the runner at second. He'll step back to throw back and back in safely. Is McBride. 2-1 Zanesville. We're in the top of the 4th inning. The winner advances on to take on Tri-Valley on Thursday. Courtney ready, the 0-1 pitch. That's hit on the ground to McBride. The throw on to first base in time to end the Zanesville 4th. We head for the bottom of 4. New Philly trailing Zanesville 2-1 with Big Z and the sports voice of the Valley.
This is Nathan Kemp with Kemp Insurance. Contact us today for all your auto, home, farm, and commercial insurance needs. We're proud to have been your local hometown agents for over 35 years and look forward to helping you see the difference local agents can make for you. Kemp Insurance on East High Avenue in New Philadelphia.
This is Don Kemp with Kemp Insurance. Whether it's repair work from a fender bender, the after effects of a powerful storm, or a life-changing moment like a house fire, Kemp Insurance is here to provide unmatched customer service. Kemp Insurance, your local hometown agents for over 35 years.
Feeling uneasy about your finances? Your credit union can help. I'm Katie Steinebry, a certified financial counselor at Dover Philly, and I can help you get back on track financially. Whether you are trying to establish a budget or rebuild credit, I can help. All discussions are confidential and free of charge with your credit union membership. Call Dover Philly today at 330-364-8874 and ask for Katie. At Dover Philly Federal Credit Union, we're people helping people. It's how we thrive together. Join us today. Federally insured by NCUA.
You're locked into high school tournament baseball with Big Z Sports and the sports voice of the Valley. Bottom of the 4th inning here from Jim Watson Field at Tom Farbizo Stadium. The Quake, no, there's no problem with the graphic. The Quakers are down right now. It's 2-1. As they get ready to come to the plate for the 4th time against junior Zanesville right-hander Maddox Moeller for New Philly. It's 5, 6, and 7 in the batting order. Brady Evans, who was hit by a pitch and stole a base in his first go-round. Tanner Ulmer and designated hitter Cohen Winter.
You would not expect after 3 innings that it would be the Quakers that has 2 hits, 1 run, and the Blue Devils have 8 hits. They've scored 2 runs. Now, the Quakers have had a base runner in every inning, just haven't been able to bring him around.
Brady Evans will start off the bottom of the 4th inning. Home plate umpire Bruce Walker cleaning off home plate. Bruce's real job, by the way, in case you're scoring at home, and I'm sure you're not on this stat, he works in the sanitation department for the city of New Philadelphia. There's a job I would never want. Moeller's first pitch to Evans, pops it up toward the first base side and out of play beyond the Blue Devils dugout. I know what my trash smells like and what it looks like, and you combine that times how many ever dozens or hundreds of stops they make every day. No thanks. Not that Mayor Day is going to be contacting me about riding the back of the trash truck. The 0-1 to Evans. He hits a long blast to left field. That ball going toward the line and safe. Ball bounces into the corner and Brady in with a double. Great effort in left field by the freshman riser. He couldn't quite come up with it. So the Quakers immediately get the tying run in scoring position.
And that's their third double in this game. They've hit the ball far. They've hit the ball high. It's only been able to drop 3 times. But like we said earlier, you keep making contact, you're going to find some holes.
That'll bring Tanner Ulmer to the plate. Tanner, the first baseman for this Quakes team. Tanner looking out to Moeller. Tanner fouled out to first in his opening at bat. Moeller going to look back at Evans at second. Ulmer will show bunt, and that pitch sailing easily high for a ball.
3 doubles, 3 hits. It's a double or nothing for the Quakers offense here.
Ulmer waving that bat ever so slightly above his right shoulder. And Ulmer asking for time, gets it from the home plate umpire, Bruce Walker. Moeller, long looking at his catcher, Mackay Murray. Ulmer shows bunt, bunts it foul, and
barehanded catch
netting behind home plate.
Kelly Ricklick fielding it.
He now feels he's eligible for the Subway Player of the Game. We'll pass judgment on that a little bit later on. We may get him some Subway cookies, but he gets cookies before the game from his daughter. So I don't know that he needs cookies post-game, even though that was a spectacular play. 1-1 on Ulmer. Ulmer bunts it, and it hits about 20 feet down the line and rolls foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kelly among a group of people who have done a great job fundraising. He's sitting about 15 feet to our right. The other one who played a huge role in this, Mr. Tom Farbizo, is sitting close enough we could hit him on top of his Quaker cap. I'm not doing that, even though Tom's a little bit older than me. I'm scared of Tom Farbizo. I'm not afraid to admit it either. 1-2, and Ulmer smartly calls time.
We've said it a bunch. Moeller takes his time on the mound.
He's going to throw some breaking junk here. The 1-2 pitch. Ulmer, another long shot. That one's going to go foul down the line.
And it just seems like all game, Maddox Moeller is just playing with fire. He's getting a lot of deep fly balls down the left field line or into the outfield. So far, Quakers not able to capitalize.
Moeller's next pitch, that's down in the dirt, a wild pitch, allowing Evans to go to third. The tying run now 90 feet away with nobody out.
If that happens again when somebody's on second base, coach might want to keep an eye out there because the catcher gets a little frustrated first, takes his time getting to the ball with his back to the field.
Moeller getting the ball back from Mackay Murray, a long, slow walk out to the hill. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the count. Ulmer ready. Moeller ready. The pitch. There's a long fly ball to fairly deep left field, back on the wall, and it's gone! Tanner Ulmer, a 2-run bomb to left field. just to the right of the 290 mark, and the Quakers lead for the first time this afternoon. His teammates out of that New Philly third base dugout to greet him, and the Quakers are up by a run.
What an opportunity for Tanner Ulmer to hit his first home run of the season.
So the Quakers jump out to the lead. By the way, Tanner Ulmer's home run just knocked off any chance Kelly Ricklick had to win Player of the Game.
The designated hitter, number 8, Cohen Winters.
So the Quakers hoping to continue the damage. Cohen flew out to center in his first at bat. Well, still nobody out in the inning, and the Quakers up by a run. And it's kind of interesting, Bill, you kind of brought up, they've had a long foul balls to left field, a lot of ripped shots, and that one finally found its way out of here.
And, the way they're making contact, you kind of think it might not be the last one.
Next pitch to Cohen Winters, high, as the DH finds the count at 2-0. Cohen having settled into that DH role. The 2-0 pitch, hit it hard, but foul along the third baseline. Now, without question, Cohen's biggest hit of the year was his walk-off single to right that won the Worcester game for New Philadelphia.
That guaranteed them a share of the Ohio Cardinal Conference. We keep saying a share because Worcester still has a game left. They're 12-1. They play at Lexington.
2-1 on Cohen Winters. Moeller's next pitch to him, down low and in the dirt. 3-1. Cam Wright waiting on deck. The Quakers having already tallied 2 on the Tanner Ulmer blast to left field. The 3-1 pitch popped up. Home plate in fair territory, and the catcher, Murray, doing a good job of tracking it down, making the catch, 1 out in the inning.
Had the green light on the 3-0 count, probably expecting something soft that he could put into play.
That'll bring Cam Wright to the plate. Cam, 1 at bat so far, struck out. Cam, 288 hitter on the season. Moeller's first pitch to him. Boy, Cam ripped that, but foul. A couple of fans walking over there in non-playing field area. Nearly had that ball bounce up and drill him. Right. Steps back into the box. Moeller's next pitch to him. Chopped toward third base. Burrell has it. The throw to first base. Safe is the call. Hustling down that first base line. Cam Wright with the infield single.
And Coach Jason Smith is right there in the dugout. He didn't get up, so he agrees with that call. It was close play, but if your coach doesn't get up to argue it, then you know that the runner, Cam Wright, made it.
That'll bring Brooks Bozosi to the plate. Brooks grounded out to short, and what was a bang-bang play on a nice play by shortstop Solomon Norris. The throw over to first base, Wright diving back in safely. Quakers up by a run, 3-2. I have not looked at showing bunt Bozosi and in safely at second. Murray might have had a chance at him, but he double clutched that baseball, and whatever chance he had went bye-bye then.
Yeah, you can guarantee if somebody's on first base for the Quakers, they are going to try to steal second.
So Brooks Bozosi hoping to get a base hit here and add another Quaker run. They've already plated 2 here in the fourth. Pretty good lead out at second for Cam Wright. Moeller will glance that way. The pitch, and Bezzosi a big rip, but fouls it back and out of play.
New Philadelphia right now getting out-hit 8-5, but they have more total bases with 11. Home run, 3 doubles. Finally got a single out of right.
Moeller, a long look in at his catcher, Mackay Murray. The 1-1 pitch, high, ball 2. Now, too early to be talking about this, but people for both schools, Zanesville, New Philly, no doubt talking about it, knowing that Tri-Valley won. Maybe Coshocton a possible site for that game. They've hosted many tournament games over the year. I think it's called Lake Park there. The 2-1, a swing and a miss. Moeller looked to change speeds, I think, a little bit on that one. It's 2-2.
These Tuscarawas County teams are getting used to playing Tri-Valley in the postseason these days with this new setup in the East District. They combined it with the Southeast, so they didn't face them earlier on. But the championship game pits 2 East schools, Tri-Valley, and if New Philadelphia wins here, the Quakers.
The 2-2, Bezzosi lifts it on a fly into short center field. Darns drifting back. He'll make the catch, trying to tag and go to third, and doing so successfully. It's Cam Wright. That'll bring C.C. Carruthers to the plate with 2 outs. And kind of interesting, we've seen Darns make some great catches out there, but he doesn't appear to have a real strong arm. That'll bring C.C. Carruthers to the plate. C.C. 1 for 2 today, a double, a run scored. The left-handed hitting junior. Now he'd love to add another run here for NPHS. They lead 3-2. The pitch, high for a ball. Now, if you've never met, and CC's a very good linebacker for Mike Johnson's team, if you've never met CC in person and you saw him, let's say, walking out of Drug Mart, he looks like, you can't really make this reference anymore, but your newspaper boy, because I don't think those exist anymore. But that's what he looks like, clean-cut young man, not the biggest guy in the world, but boy, he's intense.
Heard Coach Jason Smith yell to his catcher, "Be the wall."
Hits it hard to first base, bounces into the glove of the first baseman who just happened to be right there, Tyson Kimball, to retire CC and the Quakers in the 4th, but not before New Philadelphia takes the lead on the Tanner Ulmer 2-run homer to left. We head for the 5th, New Philly 3 and Zanesville 2 with Big Z Sports and the sports voice of the Valley.
Are you ready for a breath of fresh air? Simpson Salute Heating and Air is here to revolutionize the way you experience comfort. With years of dedicated service, Simpson Salute is not just about fixing your heating and cooling systems. They're about earning your respect. Their team of certified professionals work tirelessly, ensuring your home is the perfect temperature, no matter the season. Call them today and feel the difference dedication makes. Simpson Salute Heating and Air, working hard to earn your respect.
You've got the goals and Subway brings the power. Introducing new Protein Pockets, the ultimate grab-and-go win. A wheat tortilla loaded with hand-chopped veggies, bold sauces, and over 20 grams of protein, all for just $3.99. Choose your favorite powerhouse combination. Baja chicken, peppercorn ranch chicken, Italian trio, or turkey and ham. Protein Pockets from your local Subway. Eat fresh, feel good.
Thanks for being a part of high school tournament baseball with Big Z Sports and the sports voice of the Valley, being brought to you by Altman Health Systems. Certainly one of our big sponsors, along with the folks at Simpson Salute out on West High in New Philly, and H&M Collision. Getting all kind of texts, people watching this, and former Quaker head baseball and basketball coach Phil Tidrick texting you and I, Bill, and he says, this kid for Zanesville is why they need a pitch clock in high school baseball.
Yeah, we are an hour and a half into this game. We just passed the halfway mark. We could rival the average length of a Major League Baseball game, which is about 2 hours and 38 minutes. We might be able to pass that here in just 7 innings if it keeps up at this pace.
That'll bring Noah Darnes, the number 2 hitter for Coach Jason Smith's Zanesville team, to the plate. Darnes today 1 for 2, a bunt single, and a shot he ripped down to first base that Tanner Ulmer caught. A great breaking ball and a called strike from Courtney to begin the inning. Owen coming set. The next pitch to short. Braylon McBride bobbles it and cannot make the play. So that'll be New Philadelphia's first error around the game. That's a play Braylon normally makes, but did not that time.
Yeah, it looked like it took a funny bounce on the lip of the grass there and kind of bounced up into his chest instead of his glove. Couldn't make the play.
First baseman Tyson Kimball for his third go-around against Owen Courtney. He'll show bunt and misses. The throw down to second base. A great throw by Jack Range. Well, in football season, we would tell you that's a Pam's Posey's performance play, and Greg advertises enough. We'll throw in a free plug. That was a Pam's Posey's performance play there. A great throw, Bill, by Jack Range.
Absolutely. We got kind of lulled into what we think a catcher might look like. Looks like Jack Range. That's the play you're supposed to make to second.
That ball popped up on the infield. Braylon McBride at short makes the catch. Now 2 outs in the inning. That'll bring Makai Murray to the plate. Well, and you watch what you do here with Makai Murray. He is 2 for 2 today. A pair of singles and an RBI for the visiting Blue Devils, who for the first time this afternoon are down 3-2 the score. Courtney ready, the first pitch, a breaking ball, and Murray a big hack at it.
It's going to be a big deal if Owen Courtney can get it out of this inning, a 1-2-3 after taking the lead. He's given up 2 hits in each of the first 4 innings coming into this inning. To go 1-2-3 after they take a 3-2 lead would be huge for the Quakers.
Murray wearing that white 9 on the back of his blue Zanesville jersey. The next pitch bounces in front of the dirt, and Jack, and now again I realize it doesn't matter too much. There's nobody on base, but a great job of keeping that ball out in front of him. 1 ball, 1 strike. Owen's next pitch, down low, ball 2. Jack Range says, can you appeal to the first base umpire? They do, but Ryan Murphy said he did not swing. 2 balls and a strike. Courtney ready after getting the sign from Range. The 2-1 pitch popped up long, foul, and out of play down the right field line. Bounces over into that area where they're putting in 3 new kiddie rides at Tuscarora Park. Those will be up and operating thanks to the folks at RTY sometime in this 2026 season. I think you and I are a little bit big for those rides.
Yeah, we can't sneak onto those, I don't think.
2-2, Courtney ready. And the pitch, that ball chopped to third. Tedesco will grab it, fire on to first. So the Quakers head up to the plate in the bottom of the 5th. They're still up. New Philly 3, Zanesville 2, with Big Z Sports and the sports voice of the Valley.
Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has just what you're looking for, so your athlete has the best gear for the sports they play. Dumont's has a large apparel selection and can handle your customized screen printing as well as embroidery for your team or business. For sporting goods and for all your apparel needs, Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has everything you want to play and look your best. Cush Financial Group has been proudly serving the community's financial needs for over 35 years. The team at Cush Financial follows an industry-leading service model with a unique approach and fiduciary responsibilities associated with their board-certified financial planner. With over 75 years of combined experience, the advisors at Cush Financial Group are here to help you achieve your financial goals. Contact their office at 330-308-8700 or visit their website at cushfinancial.com to see about scheduling your free consultation today. Securities and investment advisory services offered through Independence Capital Company Incorporated, member FINRA SIPC.
For the first time in this Tuesday afternoon high school baseball tournament affair, New Philadelphia coming to the plate with the lead. 3-2 is the score. Among the other folks reaching out to us, watching this broadcast, which we're thankful for, thanks to Claxon Communications and our great sponsors, the assistant super out at Buckeye Career Center, Frank Poland. Frank's nephew, C.C. Carruthers, the starting center fielder for this team. Also, a good friend of mine, and she's a big local sports fan, Danielle McClellan, watching and listening. How to bring Jack Range to the plate. Jack had the first RBI of the game for New Philly, a sacrifice fly back in the third. Jack hits in the 2 spot for Tyler Weisel and company. Lifts a fly ball down the left field line, twisting, and that ball getting out of play. Most people who are Quaker fans know this, but in case you don't, Jack's father, Ryan, the principal at New Philadelphia High School, and Ryan in his playing days, quite the athlete. Baseball was his best sport collegiately. He played football down at Otterbein and suburban Columbus. Jack pops it up, short right field. That thing may fall in. Hustling in, and that ball will fall in. Goldsmith, the second baseman, trying to get to it. McBride coming in on it, and it falls in for Jack Range.
And again, you can almost guarantee Range is going to be able to steal second base. They're going to keep challenging Murray until he can throw somebody out. But watch this at-bat take about 10 minutes as we get a bunch of throwbacks to first.
Jack already creeping off that first base bag. Moeller going to glance over that way at the Quakers' talented sophomore catcher. Pitch to McBride, down low. That's in the dirt. Jack's got a stolen base. He had a big jump, and although that ball was in the dirt, I'm not real sure if Murray scoops it, if he can throw him out. And probably what the Quakers are hoping for, and Jason Smith going to call timeout and head out to the field. They'd like to see Murray uncork one into the outfield to allow somebody who's going to second to round it and get to third. So the entire Zanesville infield out there meeting.
And the coach is Jason Smith. In first tournament win against Dover in his career as the coach of the Zanesville Blue Devils. I think they hadn't won a tournament game in maybe 7 years. He said it had been a while. And for him, he hadn't until last week.
Sponsors today include the great folks out at the Dundee Marketplace right there off of 93. And we're going to see a change in pitching. Other sponsors today include Hartzler's Quality Housing, the East Central Ohio ESC, and Jan McInturf at McInturf Realty.
Bill, I think we're getting catcher Makai Murray out of his uniform so he can step in on the mound and maybe finish this game for the Blue Devils.
Now, here's something that's kind of interesting with us having a little bit of time to kill. Now, they do have lights here at Tuscarora Park, but because of the updating of the field, they are not working for baseball season. So
hopefully you're saying that Makai Murray is a faster pitcher than Maddox Moeller.
The chances, and Maddox did a great job today with the exception of giving up the 2-run bomb to Tanner Ulmer. the chances of Mackay not being a quicker pitcher is about 0.
They also have a new catcher in there. That's going to be number 4, Tucker Goldsmith, a freshman. Well, actually, he might just be catching right now for practice, and they're bringing in, they might have just switched him up. It might be Maddox Moeller now catching. We'll have to see the number on his back.
You are correct, sir.
Defensive changes for the Blue Devils. Now on the mound is number 9, Mackay Murray, and behind the plate,
So the battery has reverse charges.
You know what? And nobody, I don't know why I'm bringing this up because nobody cares. That makes it easier for the broadcasters.
Absolutely.
When the catcher becomes the pitcher and the pitcher becomes the catcher.
Speaking of the broadcasters, we should plug ourselves. We'll be back at this tomorrow, hopefully, weather permitting, as we cover Division III East District softball. That's a 2 p.m. start.
Because you, as the sports director, also have to have outstanding when it comes to spring sports weather forecasting abilities. For people who don't know, that Dover game is at Bern Union, kind of a little southeast of Lancaster. What is the weather forecast, Bill Hammerstrom?
Well, the weather forecast is showers and scattered thunderstorms throughout the day.
Especially in the tournament. Welcome back. A brief technical difficulty, and while you were away, the Quakers now up 5-2, and Mackay Murray's time on the mound, Bill Hammerstrom, did not last long.
No, we have another new pitcher in there. Let's check this out. Number 12, Logan Goldsmith. So he comes in from second base. So we'll have some defensive changes out there.
Kind of an interesting move by Jason Smith. And obviously he knows his team a million times better than we know his team. But, I mean, Moeller was, there is a certain number of pitches. I think it's 125 that you can throw in a single day. He was not at that number yet.
No, but against Dover, he threw 104 pitches in that game, went all 7 innings in a game that was close. I mean, it was 4-3. Similar score when he went out here, 3-2. But he must not have liked what he saw because they were putting a charge into the ball just about every time they hit it. We also have the equipment is getting a lot of work over there for the catchers. As we're switching back catchers, we have Murray coming back behind the plate, replacing Maddox Moeller.
Defensive changes for the Blue Devils. Going to second base is number 8, Maddox Moeller. Behind the plate.
Well, Maddox Moeller will take his third different position of the game as he goes from catching to second base. As Goldsmith, as Bill told you about, came in from second to pitch, and Mackay Murray's like, are you kidding me?
So let's recap what happened because we had some technical difficulties. This inning started off with a single by Jack Range. They switched pitchers. The new pitcher came in and walked 2 batters, and in the meantime scored 2 runs on wild pitches. He could not find the strike zone and could not find the catcher a couple times too. So these 2 runs in this inning both scored on wild pitches.
So where we're at in the Quaker batting order, Brady Evans, he has doubled and scored, been hit by a pitch and reached base. But that was against starting pitcher Maddox Moeller. Now he'll be facing Logan Goldsmith.
And Logan's the third pitcher of this inning for the Blue Devils. Previously, Mackay Murray, who's now back at catcher, came in, pitched to 2 batters, walked them both, and threw 2 wild pitches that scored 2 runs.
He's back behind the plate. The Quakers' potential 3rd run of the inning and 6th run of the afternoon, 90 feet away in Owen Courtney. The pitch to Brady Evans. He rips it deep to left field. That ball is going to go all over the fence for the Quakers' second 2-run homer to left field on the afternoon. So the first pitch that he sees from Logan Goldsmith exits the park.
Oh, there's some competition for Subway Player of the Game now with Evans getting his second hit. He's got a double, a home run. Scored 2 runs now, driven in 2 runs. And he reached base one other time when he was hit by a pitch and stole a base. So he's filling up the stat sheet.
For the Quakers, number 13, Tanner Ulmer.
Tanner Ulmer trying to keep up here. He has a 2-run home run.
The Quakers up by 5, still nobody out. Here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Goldsmith ready. His pitch to Ulmer, that almost looked like a knuckleball. Popped up foul down the third baseline. Goldsmith, a nice play as he came from the mound all the way into foul territory to grab it for the out.
Next up for New Philly, the DH.
That'll bring Cohen Winters to the plate. When Cohen plays defensively, you'll see him play first base. He's flown out to center, popped out to the catcher, and a pop out that was just in fair territory out in front of the plate. Goldsmith ready. Missing low and outside.
This 5-run lead gives the Quakers a lot of options at pitcher now. Owen Courtney can finish it out, or they can bring in any number of guys who can get, 6 outs to end the game.
I believe I saw Jackson Martini warming up down the left field line earlier. That ball hit foul on a couple of big bounces down that third base line. You have to understand when you listen to Hammy do a game tonight on WJER or see it on TV, they've got a machine that has a computer identifying the pitches. We don't have that. This kid looks like he throws knuckleballs. And a swing and a miss. Winters at that one.
Again, the pitcher played short or second base for most of the game. It's Logan Goldsmith. His numbers on the season, he's pitched 18 1/3 innings. 1-0 in 8 appearances.
1-2 the count on Cohen Winters. A long look in by Goldsmith to Murray. The pitch, and Cohen slaps it into left field for a base hit. So the Quakers keep chugging along here in inning number 5. They've already plated 4, highlighted by a 2-run homer off the bat of Brady Evans.
That would be, I believe, his second home run of the season, and it's actually the first home run hit off Logan Goldsmith this season.
Colton Napier will be the pinch runner for Winters, and as Bill and I have been telling you throughout the course of the season, and just in case you're not familiar, many fans are, they do have a re-entry rule, so Cohen's not done. He'll be back in and getting an opportunity to bat next time around. So Napier, the pinch runner, at first base. Goldsmith checking on Cam Wright to the box. Cam today 1 for 2 with a stolen base.
He also keeps the runner back at first base, so he's going to give him a look and a throw.
This game got underway at about a minute before 5. We're now 5 minutes before 7. So roughly 2 hours in the books, and we're in the 5th inning. That pitch fouled straight to the netting behind home plate, having to go back to second from first because he was on the run, Colton Napier.
The Blue Devils are not speed demons.
They're definitely not speed demons on the mound. But again, you were mentioning earlier, maybe that's one of the things Coach Smith has them do to keep them in games. Credit him in that. You got to do what you got to do for your team.
And it's worked to get them here to the district semifinals.
The next pitch bounced into right field for a base hit for Cam Wright. Holding on at second, Colton Napier. So the Quakers with a pair on and only one out in the inning. That'll bring Brooks Bezzosi to the. We're probably about due for another catching glove change. We haven't had that in about 8 batters.
I don't see anybody. I don't have anybody lacing up the gloves in the dugout, so that we might be set for catcher's gloves.
Brooks Bezzosi 0 for 2 today. A ground out and a fly out for the talented sophomore right fielder. Brooks' biggest contribution has been a defensive play he made earlier, Bill. Fielded a ball out in right field on the ground and threw a runner out at first.
The 9-3 double play. Oh, excuse me, the 9-3 putout.
The throw back to second place and picked off at second, Colton Napier.
So finally, 1 for 90 on pickoff attempts today for the Blue Devils.
Is that the official number?
No, that's not the official number.
Well, there is nothing, and Colton would be the first to tell you this, nothing a pinch runner hates more than getting picked off. The next pitch, that ball's ripped into left field. A nice grab out there in left field by the freshman Reiser to end the Quakers' 5th, but not before Tyler Weisel's team plates 4 more. We head for the 6th, New Philadelphia 7 and Zanesville 2 with Big Z Sports and the sports voice of the Valley.
At Storage Stockade, it starts with listening. When you call or stop in, you'll find real people who take the time to understand what you're storing and help you choose the right space without pressure. Located in New Philadelphia, Storage Stockade offers clean, secure storage and smart options like Storage Defender, providing real-time alerts and 24/7 personal monitoring for added peace of mind. Whether you're storing household items, business inventory, or an RV or boat, you'll feel confident knowing your belongings and your experience matter. Storage you can trust, service you can count on. Visit StorageStockade.com.
Looking for a store that truly has it all? The Dundee Marketplace offers a full-service deli counter and farm fresh produce, bulk foods, expanded cooler and freezer sections, and everyday household goods. They've got everything you need under one roof. You'll even find unique handmade crafts. Hungry? Grab a quick bite from their grab-and-go items, order from the full menu, or enjoy the fresh salad and hot bar in their comfortable dining area. See it for yourself at Dundee Marketplace, 6783 State Route 93 in Dundee. Open Monday through Saturday, 8 to 6. Find them on Facebook to learn more.
High school tournament baseball today being brought to you by Altman Health Systems, our presenting sponsor for high school tourney baseball in New Philadelphia, leading 7-2 as Zanesville comes calling in the top of the 6th inning. Carter Burrell to lead things off. He is 0 for 2 today, and Owen Courtney, who remains on pitching for the Black and Red, has struck him out both times.
Yeah, Owen Courtney and none of these Quaker pitchers really are anybody you can expect to come back from a 5-run deficit against.
First pitch, Courtney sends his way to start the top of the 6th inning. Inside for a ball. Burrell, a sophomore, hitting .218 on the year. The next pitch, called strike.
Stats that Tyler Weissel sent us. Team ERA 1.986 for the Quakers.
The 1-1, a breaking ball, and another swing and a miss. By the way, if you're watching this game live, keep it right here. Don't switch it to the Guardians on the radio or on TV. They're behind 4-0 already.
It's not been pleasant.
The 1-2 pitch, missing a little bit high, perhaps outside 2-2.
Listening to Cleveland Sports on WJER the last couple days.
Hey. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Courtney's next offering, a breaking ball and a called strike 3, says the Cobra. Bruce Walker behind the plate, and Burrell walking over to the dugout going, I'm glad I don't got to face this guy anymore this season. He struck out all 3 times, that time looking.
And against Dover, he had a big 2-run double in that one. So 2 hits, 2 runs batted in.
Now to bring the pitcher, Logan Goldsmith, to the plate. Goldsmith began the game from a defensive perspective out at second base. He singled and scored the first run of this game for either team back in the second. Hits a line drive, foul. And 1 ball, 1 strike. Kind of disappointed in my good friend Kelly Ricklick. I've been the PA guy for a lot of these games. Kelly runs the scoreboard. One game, he brought his George Foreman grill up here and was firing up hot dogs all throughout that. I would have liked that today. 1 ball, 1 strike. Goldsmith ready. Courtney ready on the hill. And the pitch bounced slowly to third. Tedesco fields, fires on to first base. Gets him at first on a nice play by Nick. Sometimes those are difficult plays. A slow bouncer, but Nick got it. Unleashed quickly the second out of the inning.
And a nice stretch at first base by Tanner Ulmer to put it away. George Foreman grills are a relic, aren't they? Do they still sell George Foreman grills?
I don't know if they do, but I do know this first pitch called strike. George Foreman was a fantastic, at times, world champion boxer. He made more money off those grills than he did boxing. The 0-1 pitch called strike 2. Reiser, only a freshman for the blue and white, has put down a successful sacrifice, and he grounded out on that play we were talking about earlier, Bezzosi to Ulmer. Just got a piece of that off the fist.
Oh, and Courtney pitched a 1-2-3 5th, looking for a 1-2-3 6 to get them into the last at bat, hopefully, for the Quakers.
0-2. Reiser glancing out at the talented senior Courtney on the mound. The pitch, a swing and a miss. As the Quakers do indeed retire Zanesville. 1-2-3 in the 6th. We head for the bottom of inning number 6. New Philly leading Zanesville 7-2 with Big Z Sports and the sports voice of the Valley.
Altman Health System has been caring for our community for over 130 years. This includes 24/7 emergency services, heart care, surgery, orthopedics, radiology, cancer care, and more. We serve 7 counties with community locations, including Altman Hospital, Altman Alliance Community Hospital, Altman Maslin, Altman Orville Hospital, Altman Tuscaroras Regional Health, and more. Altman Health System. Today, tomorrow, and always. We're here for you.
If there's a new driver in the house, the East Central Ohio Educational Service Center is ready to help them hit the road with confidence. Through the Drive to Succeed Scholarship, eligible Ohio teens under 21 may qualify for funding to cover driver education, making it easier to get started. With flexible online learning and in-car training options, ECO ESC Driver Services helps students build skills for the road and beyond. Don't wait, start driving toward your future today. To learn more or apply, visit drivetosucceed.org or contact Trudy Lewis at trudy.lewis@ecoesc.org.
High school tournament baseball is here with Big Z Sports and the sports voice of the Valley. Bill Morgan with WJER Sports Director Bill Hammerstrom. The Quakers up 5-5. Bill coming to the plate here in the bottom of the 6th, and what they're hoping will be their final at bat of the afternoon, now evening.
Yeah, and like so many baseball and softball games at this level in the tournament, one team has one inning where all their mistakes compound, and it leads to an avalanche for the other team. That was the 5th inning, 4 runs for the Quakers. There was a single to start the inning, then 2 walks, then 2 wild pitches that scored runs, then the 2-run home run by Brady Evans. Cohen Winters with a single, Cam Wright with a single. It was just a mistake, snowballed, and led to this big 7-2 lead for the Quakers in the 5th.
Logan Goldsmith on for his second inning of work out of the Zanesville bullpen. Quakers coming to the plate for the fourth time in terms of top of the batting order. C.C. Carruthers, 1-for-3 today, a double and a run scored. That came back in the third for the talented junior center fielder, first team all East District player.
And he scored on a wild pitch there in the third.
Goldsmith's first pitch to him outside for a ball.
Again, Tri-Valley is waiting for the winner of this game. They won earlier today 3-1 over top seed Indian Creek.
The 1-0 from Goldsmith. Missing 2-0.
And it doesn't matter who wins this game. Whoever plays against Tri-Valley is the visiting team because they're in the bottom of the bracket.
That's ridiculous. I mean, especially in New Philadelphia's case when you're the higher seed. One of those goofy rules. I mean, and didn't that happen to Dover softball over the weekend?
Dover was the visiting team. Despite being undefeated and the defending state champs and the top seed in their district.
Even more ridiculous than the situation at the Quakers advance. What's the message there? Don't go in the bottom of the bracket? The 3-0 pitch to C.C. Ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk to C.C. Carruthers. And while clearly Bill Hammerstrom and I, neither one of us is Stephen Vogt or Tito Francona. What is this guy? What's the coach inquiring about?
Well, maybe when CC brought the bat around to attempt a bunt, he thought it was a strike, and now he wants a conference on the mound between the catcher and the former second baseman because, I mean, CC's running for second base as soon as he throws it to the plate.
That's where I was at in terms of neither you nor I being Stephen Vogt or Tito Francona. But, yeah, he's off and running, maybe on the very first pitch. We'll see. Jack Range at the plate. Jack has certainly had a nice afternoon, both defensively and offensively. CC, he is off and running. The throw, and not in time. Diving head first and applying the tag was Solomon North, but that was down near CC's upper left leg, so he got in ahead of the tag. And
that was the best throw and the best play that so far on those throws to second from Makai Murray and Solomon Norris, the shortstop.
1-0 on Jack Range. He's only a sophomore. Goldsmith's next pitch to him. That goes off the glove of Murray. And again, we're not the official scorers. I don't know if you call that a pass ball. I don't know if you call it a stolen base. We're calling it a stolen base.
And again, runner on third base 3 times in this game. A wild pitch has brought him home.
I'll let you call the next pitch as I try to add up the stolen bases. I've got it at 8 right now for the game.
Goldsmith delivers inside. 3-0 the count.
So Jack Range trying to extend this Quaker lead. The Quaker baseball alumni had a home run derby a couple of weekends ago. The 3-0 pitch to Range, a called strike. John Stevenson won that thing in the final round. Kobe Hutchinson finished in second. And Jack's dad, Ryan, won what they chose to call the 40-plus division. They didn't want to use the phraseology senior division. Ryan once hit 14 home runs in a season while playing for the Quakers. Big rip by son Jack at the plate, foul ball.
Carruthers over there was pretty nonchalant about avoiding that ball. I would have hit the deck.
Well, that's why he's a high school athlete. You were a pretty good high school athlete. You don't talk about that too much. You were a pretty good wrestler.
I was one of the best junior varsity wrestlers in the state of Ohio.
Stop. Sure, you were much more than that. Where did you go?
Mentor High School.
Mentor. That's a big school. The 3-2 pitch to range. Jack fouls it back. I want this number from you, just roughly. How many were in your graduating class at Mentor?
750 or somewhere, give or take.
That's a pretty big school. Count remaining full on range after he fouled that one off. The 3-2 pitch, high, ball 4. So, back-to-back walks. Range will head down to first.
Number 2, Braylon McBride.
I think everybody in the stands are getting the text, where are you? Because this game is approaching 2 hours and 15 minutes.
So Braylon McBride coming to the plate. His team up 7-2. 2 on, nobody out, bottom of the 6th inning. The throw over to first base, and they may have Jack Range caught. And no, oh boy, I think he slid in ahead now of that. But third base umpire, Jeff Gardner, says, no, sir. So CC Carruthers did not take off and go to the plate.
Goldsmith, the pitcher, kind of first faked it towards third base, then threw it back to first. I was surprised that when Range was going to second, that Carruthers didn't try to come home.
Goldsmith slowly coming set. Braylon McBride pops it up into short right field. Coming in, making the catch is McBride, and Carruthers will stay at third. 2 outs in the inning.
CC hearing it from the crowd as he kind of lollygagged it back to third base. He says, hey, everybody, it's okay. I got this. I'm good.
That'll bring Owen Courtney to the plate. Owen today 0 for 2, but did reach on a walk and would score. 7-2, New Philly leading. Owen trying to extend that lead to a half dozen. Lifts the fly ball into center field, but Darn's right there to make the catch and end the Quakers' 6th. New Philadelphia is 3 outs away from advancing to the district championship game. NPHS 7 and Zanesville 2 with Big Z Sports and the sports voice of the Valley.
Hi, this is Jan McInturf. For the past 30 years, the residents in and around the Tuscarawas County have made the call to the realtors and staff of McInturf Realty for buying and selling of residential and commercial properties. We truly live in a great community, and in all of those communities, there is nothing better than high school sports. For myself and all the agents and staff at McInturf Realty, we would like to wish all the area athletes good luck this season. And make the call to McInturf Realty, 330-364-SOLD, or find us online at McInturfRealty.net.
The T-County Boxing Academy is excited to announce the return of their youth boxing for 2026. Registration is now open for interested boys and girls ages 7 to 15. Classes will run Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. T-County Boxing gives you the option of paying for the classes monthly or per visit, whichever works best for you. To learn more about youth training and all that the T-County Boxing Academy offers, find them on Facebook.
The New Philadelphia Quakers 3 outs away from what would be their 21st win, and with it being tournament time, most important win of the season. As Bill and I have told you several different times during this broadcast, the winner of this game Quakers clearly looking like it could be them up by 5 at the top of the 7th. Will play the Tri-Valley Scotties for the right to go to the Sweet 16. That game Thursday had a site to be announced. I'm calling Lake Park and Coshocton for that game. Besides, if it is, I look great. If it's wrong, nobody even remembers I said it.
Leading off the top of the 7th for Zanesville.
Oh, and Courtney's still pitching.
Owen Courtney will come to the plate. He has thrown too many pitches to have any chance at all to pitch Thursday, so they will let him finish it out. Leading off, Ja'Kai McBride, the senior. Made a couple of nice plays out in right field. Has McBride. The next pitch, a swing and a miss.
Quakers have plenty of options for that district championship game on Thursday as far as pitching.
Owen Courtney has fanned 5. The next pitch down low. Well, you can guarantee yourself this. Check FanDuel. The starting pitcher for New Philadelphia Thursday will be named Jackson. The question is it Norris or Martini? Courtney's 1-2 pitch, trying to check this swing, and Bruce Walker says, yes, you win. So McBride fans, Courtney has just gotten stronger as this game has progressed. He has struck out 3 of the last 4. Now to bring Maddox Moeller to the plate.
A 1-2-3 5th, 1-2-3 6th, and here we are in the 7th.
Moeller for today is 2 for 2. First pitch, breaking ball, and a called strike. Nice little move to the right there by Bruce Walker on these called strikes.
And you're absolutely right. You can tell what the call is every time.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. Right, wrong, or indifferent. And Bruce is even very vocal on ball calls. He says it vocally. You can hear it, ball. Now, I'm not saying you're going to agree with it every time, but nobody ever does. The 1-1 pitch, called strike 2.
Moeller's been around the infield as a pitcher, as a catcher, as a second baseman. Started the game and will take the loss if it continues this way.
Courtney ready. The 1-2 pitch. Bounced up the middle, and that'll get into center field. Evans trying to backhand it in the hole. Couldn't quite cleanly do that. And I'm not 100% sure. I'm calling that a single. And
shortstop, number 24,
everybody
Solomon Norris.
will want to talk about what does Game Changer say. I don't care what Game Changer says.
Well, you and I both wrote single at the same time, and
yes.
The scorekeeper put it up on the board.
Back to the top of the Zanesville lineup. 1 out, 1 on. Solomon Norris. A swing and a miss.
We get some fans telling the umpire that he's out of the box, which you can't even see the box, really.
And Bruce handling it like a pro. He said something without yelling at anybody. The 0-1 pitch. A swing and a miss. And Norris, although it's hard to recall every single, I think he's had the hardest hit ball all day on his very first at bat when he drilled it to left center, leading off the game against Owen Courtney.
Yeah, first pitch of the game set a early standard that hasn't kept up for the Blue Devils.
The 0-2 pitch, a swing and a miss. So Zanesville down to their final out. Now to bring Noah Darnes to the plate. Darnes has reached in 2 of his 3 at-bats on an error. Back in the 5th, and a bunt single and scored a run in the 3rd. Courtney comes set, the pitch outside for a ball.
7 strikeouts now for Courtney, who last gave up a run in the 3rd inning.
7-2 New Philly, top of the 7th, 2 out, 1 on. There's a line drive. McBride cannot come up with it cleanly. And into second. Well, that's an error.
Yeah, I'll give that one E6.
Stepping in for Zanesville, the first baseman, number 15, Tyson Kimball.
Tyler Weissel coming out to talk to Owen Courtney. He struck out 4 batters over these past 2 innings. I don't know, this is going to take too long. He kind of waved off Tanner Ulmer, who wanted to come to the plate too, or come to the mound.
Tyson Kimball trying to keep Zanesville's fading hopes alive. I think if I had to take an educated guess, Coach Weissel saying, go after this guy. You've been dominating in the last certainly 2 innings, counting this inning, maybe the last 3. Go ahead and challenge him. Kimball today is 0 for 1. Popped out to short, put down a successful sacrifice, and reached base when he was hit by a pitch in the helmet back in the first inning.
Knocked it off his head.
Courtney's first pitch to him, a breaking ball lifted into short left field. C.C. Carruthers calling for it, and the Quakers finish with a 7-2 win, advancing on to the district championship game Thursday when they will take on Tri-Valley. It is our post-game show coming up next with Big Z Sports and the sports voice of the Valley.
We invite you to discover Keim Home Center in Charm, Ohio. Keim is your destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. From renovation and building projects to custom millwork needs, our team of experts work with both homeowners and professionals to bring your vision to life. Visit Keim Home Center in Charm or online at keimhome.com. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
Every day begins with purpose. Every job begins with precision. At Right Mark Roofing, we don't just install roofs. We build trust and forge relationships. We understand that your roof is more than just materials. It's protection. It's peace of mind. That's why we use high-quality products and expert craftsmanship. With a sharp focus, our team is always ready to hit the mark. Call Right Mark Roofing. Let's build a future that stands strong.
Hi, I'm Zach Motice with the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. For all your auto, home, farm, and business insurance needs, contact our team at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency or stop in and see us at one of our 3 locations in downtown New Philadelphia, Sugar Creek, or in Strasburg, providing excellent service to the Tuscarawas Valley since 1885. Everyone here at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency would like to wish all area athletes good luck this season.
Welcome into our Dumont Sporting Goods post-game show. Welcome into our Dumont Sporting Goods post-game show on Big Z Sports and the sports voice of the Valley. New Philadelphia picking up their 21st win on the season as they trailed early, Bill, but then came storming back against this Zanesville team.
Yeah, we said that Zanesville's pitching was playing with fire. They've given up a lot of loud outs, a lot of loud fly balls down the left field line, and finally they were able to take a 2-run home run from Tanner Ulmer in the 4th inning right after Brady Evans doubled, and that gave them 2 runs. And that put them up 3-2, gave them the lead for good. They tacked on 4 more in a mistake-filled inning for the Blue Devils and come away with the 7-2 win. They advance to play the Scotties of Tri-Valley on Thursday.
As always, as a part of our Dumont Sporting Goods post-game show. By the way, my personal thanks to Doug Clark. I was in over the weekend talking to Doug Clark. Had to get a new scorebook. Doug said, Morgan, don't you know where they're at by now? Well, he didn't say. He was very kind, and he pointed it out, got it. Doug and his team always take great care of the people. ever at Dumont. And we basically had to arm wrestle for this. We said, boy, is it going to be Tanner Ulmer? Is it going to be Brady Evans? And we select Tanner Ulmer with that 2-run homer to give New Philadelphia a lead in this contest. And certainly Tanner also, he made some nice plays down at first base, Bill.
Oh, absolutely. And some of the stretches that he made on those throws from third, he finished up that 9-3 put out there in getting out in one of the innings. And, of course, that home run gave them the lead, his first of the season, a 2-run home run in the fourth inning. So he's a very worthy Subway player of the game.
Congratulations to Tanner Ulmer. We'll take one final timeout, come back and wrap things up. The Quakers a winner in their tournament opener as they knock off Zanesville 7-2 with Big Z Sports and the sports voice of the Valley.
Stuck in a lunch rut? Subway has the cure. Introducing the Sub of the Day, a fresh 6-inch favorite for just $4.99 every day of the week. Meatball Monday, Tuna Tuesday, Sweet Onion Wednesday, Turkey Thursday, Forest Ham Friday, BMT Saturday, and Spicy Italian Sunday. And for just $2 more, make it a meal with a drink, chips, or cookies. Start a new ritual, fresh flavor, everyday value. Sub of the Day, only at Subway. Eat fresh, feel good. Every game begins with a spark. Athletes stepping onto the court, families filling the stands, and communities coming together. At Niedenthal & Company, their belief is that this spirit is what makes our communities such special places to live and grow. To all athletes in Tuscarawas, Holmes, Wayne, and Stark counties, your dedication inspires us all. Keep pushing, keep believing, and know your communities are behind you every step of the way. Niedenthal & Company wishes all athletes competing the best of luck this season.
When it comes to protecting what matters most, trust the team at Grandview Exterior Systems. Established in 2016, they specialize in commercial, industrial, and residential roofing, handling everything from repairs and replacements to full restorations and ongoing maintenance. At Grandview Exterior Systems, their mission is simple: create peace of mind for every client while setting the standard for safety, quality, and efficiency in construction. Visit them at 2230 Township Road 415 in Dundee. Call 330-275-1807 or learn more at GrandviewExteriorSystems.com. Grandview Exterior Systems. They have you and your roof covered.
The New Philadelphia Quakers with their 21st win of the season as they knock off Zanesville 7-2. We congratulated our Subway player of the game as a part of our Dumont Sporting Goods post-game show, Tanner Ulmer. Happy to be joined now by Quaker head coach Tyler Weisel. And Coach, we kind of talked about it after we recorded our pregame interview. You always have to have your guys ready to go. You never know what the other team's going to do, and Zanesville battled you early on.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think they were exactly what I thought they were. We had to beat them, and that was a report we talked about in the pregame. We had to beat them. We had to go out and show our thing. And I thought Owen threw well. He missed a couple spots early, gave up maybe a couple more runs that he probably wanted to. But these dudes are special, man. They keep battling, they compete, and man, it's a blast to be around them. I'll tell you that much right now.
Quakers, a 5-run winner. And, Coach, when you look at what the team was able to accomplish, we mentioned Tanner Ulmer, our Subway player of the game. Don't get me wrong, you guys got another bomb, but you guys were down when Tanner hit that shot, and it sunk over that left field fence just to the right of the 290 mark. Probably the biggest hit of his career to date.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's been huge for us. He kind of came on late. We shuffled some guys on the right side of the infield. He came on late for us. He's been really good defensively. Had a big double play in the first inning, kind of on the ropes, and he came up, had 2 strikes. We tried to bunt him over, didn't happen, but man, he stayed locked in. He's a great kid. He's quiet. He's not like the rest of these hooligans in the dugout, and he works his tail off. And man, I'm so happy for him. It couldn't have happened to a better kid.
Coach, what is on the horizon in terms of, you'll play Tri-Valley. Any idea where that game will be yet?
I don't. And I'd say probably somewhere maybe Ridgewood. They have full turf, so I haven't got a report from my JV guys yet. They were there scouting for me today. You know what? We're gonna enjoy this one. I always tell my guys we got about 10 minutes to enjoy it. We're gonna enjoy it for another 8 minutes, and then we're gonna get ready to play again on Thursday, which is what we want to do.
And, Coach, I guess one final question. We've got to dive out of here as well. But you guys played Tri-Valley earlier in the year, but I guess you didn't see their number one guy, but their number one guy threw today, so I'm assuming you won't see him Thursday.
No, I would assume not. And, that was a Saturday game late in the year, so that's a coin toss on, pitching and things like that. But, we played well against them. But, man, I tell you what, these dudes are special. We're hard to beat if we play Quake ball. So, I don't care who it is. Put the tribe out there. We'll give them a run.
Okay, Coach. Hey, by the way, they're already down 4-0. So the second consecutive not good night for them. Coach, congratulations on the big win, and thanks for coming up and talking with us.
Of course, thank you.
New Philadelphia head coach Tyler Weisel, his team a 7-2 winner today. Our thanks as well for WJER and Big Z Sports to our Claxon Communications production team, Jacob Heading and Drew Dunlap, my color analyst, Bill Hammerstrom, and most of all, thank you for viewing this contest tonight. New Philadelphia, a 7-2 winner today. I'm Bill Morgan, and I'll see you at a game.
Thanks for watching this Claxon Communications production of high school sports on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. For the latest news and scores, follow Big Z Sports on Facebook, on Twitter at @Big_Z Sports, and on Instagram. Don't miss any of the live stream coverage all season long by simply subscribing for free to Big Z Sports on our YouTube channel. For the best in high school sports coverage, there is only one Big Z Sports.